Hello, wrestling fans, and welcome to Wrestling Gab.
Hello.
It is Monday, and that means time for Monday Night Raw. Thanks for hanging out with us while you're on lockdown at home. Not a lot of other stuff to do, so...
Not a lot of stuff to do.
She's doing some stuff. She's watching us.
No, actually I'm not, because it doesn't show up on my stuff.
Is it not there? Like you're on your inbox?
That's where I'm at, is my stuff, sweetie. It's not on my stuff.
Inbox.
Doesn't matter, it's not on my inbox, babe.
Inbox. That's subscriptions, isn't it?
Yeah, and if I go to the stuff, it's not there.
Huh.
Oh well. Alright,
Well,
whatever.
here.
Well, I can't do a roll call because I have no idea what's going on. What? You think you can make it different? What's that gonna do?
That's just weird. Is it? Go to the page. There you go. See if it's in there. There it is. And boom!
That's weird. Alright. Okay.
Little technical
Roll call.
difficulty on her phone.
Sorry. Alright, so we've got Aaron in the chat. Hey, Aaron. And we've got Matthew in the chat. Hello,
Larry's
Matthew.
in there.
And we have anybody else? Joseph in there. Hey, Joseph.
Hey, Joe.
He's letting us know that Travis and Dalitha are the real power couple.
The real deal.
Thanks. Woo. Let's see. Who else we got? We got Larry. Yep, we got Larry
Larry's
in the
there.
chat. Hey, Larry. Everybody keeping safe out there, making sure they're doing their social distancing, staying at home as much as possible.
Janelle's in there. Is that Janelle? Janelle. Jackson.
We have Janelle in there. Yes, Janelle's in there.
Good
Hey,
to see you
Janelle,
in
and we
here.
have
How you hanging in
Ayla
there,
in
man?
there. Hey, Ayla. Larry was talking to Aaron that they need to have a contest to see who can guess the baby's length and weight. Usually they do that with, baby showers and whatnot.
How many centimeters?
Poor Ayla had to cancel her baby shower due to all the stuff happening around the world.
Unicorn sprinkles.
Unicorn sprinkles. Anyways, by the way, Ayla, I have a whole bunch of things I need to bring over to your home and drop off on your stoop. and get that out of my car. Anyways, Larry's like, how's it going tonight, Travis and Dalitha?
It is going great.
I'm
It's
doing
a wonderful,
pretty good.
wonderful Monday.
I had some pudding before we got on here.
That'll change your life.
It did, actually. I thought it would be kind of like, I'm not trying to like this. I was like, wow, this is actually really good. I should put this in the freezer. Not the freezer, but the fridge. I bet it would taste a lot better if it was
When
cold.
it was chilled?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, haha. Yeah, Ayla, I do. I have stuff I need to just throw at your house.
Like toilet paper.
No.
Can't give that stuff.
Not throw a toilet paper.
People are going to be TPing with like $20 bills.
Right? They're like, it's so much cheaper. So it's so funny. I don't know if anybody has been paying much attention, but Aaron might be because he is in California, in the area that they're kind of locking down a lot of the stuff, like Los Angeles and San Francisco areas
They
and
locked the
stuff
whole
like that.
state down.
Well, yeah, for anything. But they have like stay-at-home orders for some of the cities. So anyways, like they can have restaurants that are allowed to still function as long as they have like a takeout or, delivery type thing.
Right.
So I was reading an article from one of the people there that owns a restaurant there in Los Angeles area. And he was saying how that no places are taking cash because the cash can have the virus on it.
Right.
So all these motherfuckers who decided that they're like, I'm going to go to my bank and get all my money out. You're dumb. You're fucking dumb. That's all I got to say. You're dumb.
It's a lot of people.
As Larry questions, pudding? Yes, I had some pudding.
Some pudding.
And Larry wants to know where his pudding is at. Well, I could send some to you, but it's just a snack pack pudding. It's nothing too exciting. Not like what's happening on the Raw Live right now, which is Paul Heyman and Brock Lesnar, everybody's favorite. We love Brock.
I wonder if they're going to record that match right after Raw tonight.
Ooh.
Because Raw is live, but this is kind of the last show that's going to be live. Because even the Monday after WrestleMania is going to be recorded this week. They're recording everything for the rest of through after WrestleMania this week. Hoping that everybody can stay healthy till Thursday.
Aaron's talking about, so we can't celebrate together with him. I'm not sure what he's talking about. I know that a lot of the hospitals have cut down on visitors, and any of the baby wards, you will not be able to have a partner in there or a coach or anything like that. It's just going to be you and baby and nurses and doctors.
And then get it out.
And I'm not sure if that pertains to just like there, or if they're doing that at every hospital.
Around the country?
Everywhere. Because I know that I know it's so funny because a lot of people say like where we're at in Idaho that they're not doing anything, which is hilarious. Because like half our city is closed. No shit. Like there's nothing open except grocery stores and like
and essential stuff.
And some restaurants, but they're like only allowing so many people in, or they're doing takeout or anything like that. So like even even businesses that are owned by locals are closing. So everybody out there who thinks that we have to have somebody tell us what to do, fuck you. Because we smart. We know we're supposed to do it.
Talitha reads comments and thinks that it's the truth.
I don't read comments and think it's the truth. That was from a goddamn fucking representative of a fucking state that said that shit.
Probably a different color state.
Doesn't matter. Well,
it matters a lot.
Or if it was a person on something. I can't remember what she was on. It was just funny.
Disputed. Heavyweight. Brock Lesnar. And forever.
Matthew's like, is Raw live? I thought they would be pre-recorded. Not this one. This
is the last thing that's live. Everything else is pre-recorded.
Everything after this is going to be pre-recorded.
Like, I'm pretty sure all SmackDowns are already been recorded. Like, they're done recording those. I think that was all day yesterday.
Janelle says, how do you find where someone you're being two nights?
Is that a riddle?
I think it might be Janelle. How do you find where someone you're being two nights?
Or do you find that maybe you're being too nice?
How do you find where someone you're being tonight? Maybe it's tonight instead of two nights. Tonight.
Right. So where do you find somebody you're going to be with tonight? Dating sites.
Is that what we're going off of? Woo! Dating sites.
Tinder.
Right. Those places. Ayla's let me know she's home all the time, and Ayla's like, Aaron said something about, I go on my jogs, just get a bidet if you don't have toilet paper. Everybody's going to buy all those up too, so we won't have those.
The bidets.
Yeah. Your vape is gone. Good. Don't get any more. Aaron's like, Travis, next month is my birthday and my son, and he loves you. He's telling Paul to shut up because he doesn't like listening to him. And he's going to go on a rant here, so if I'm yelling, I apologize. Okay, and then he said woo, and that was the end of his rant.
Woo!
All right, so Ayla says the amount, low visitors. One person can come in, and I'll be in hospital for 3 to 5 days, so poor Oz. Aw, poor guy. Ayla's like, the amount of crap I had to go through to just go to my appointment. Oh, I bet they were like, are you sick? Are you really sick?
Well, she would just find a babysitter for Oz even. I had my stuff today, so I couldn't.
Is that what she was asking you about? Is that why he sent me a weird text?
Uh-huh.
So he sent me this weird ass text.
I sent her the same text I sent you. And so I thought I had, that's why it took me so long to text you back, because I thought I already did. Because I text you back, but it was to her.
Yeah.
Good thing I don't have a mistress. You'd be getting all sorts of weird texts.
You don't have an extra girlfriend. If anybody else could put up with you, I'd be surprised. I'd like to meet him in person. Congratulations.
I want to shake your
Thank
hand.
you for taking half the time. Larry's like, truck drivers are having a tough time getting warm food since fast food places are doing drive-through only. Yeah, that's
I feel bad for him. I really do. Like, I don't know what
that's
to do
awful.
about it.
And the thing of it is what do you do?
Can they pull into the parking lot and just
Can they
call?
order? Well, and the fact that some of them are closing really early, so I don't know if they could even order a pizza to them.
Like Denny's are all, like, they're not 24 hours, but through just the...
I don't know if you could even
order.
call in and order, like, so that you could have it, like, curbside or something like that. But half the time it's in the middle of the night, so...
I mean, they've got to do something. Or why are they going to be driving and delivering our shit if they can't eat?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess they could put microwaves in their trucks or something. But.
Yeah, or they could just eat sandwiches or something, I guess, if they could find bread. Good luck. I'm just kidding. Jonelle says, how do you feel about WrestleMania being Saturday and Sunday? So maybe that's what it was. WrestleMania is 2 nights.
So if it was any other year, I think it would be kind of cool. But where there's not going to be any fans and they're trying to split it up, they're doing a lot of shows in Full Sail University and in the Performance Center, so there's going to be different backgrounds going on, different angles, to kind of keep it more interesting.
Right.
But without a crowd, I kind of feel like they're just dragging it out.
Yeah.
And I wish they wouldn't. I don't know. I wish people wouldn't have been pushing them to push it back. I wish they would have just done it at the beginning of this month and got it over with. Mm-hmm. Instead of, hey, delay it. It's like, why not just pull it forward? Right,
just get it done and over with. I mean, really, how much more of a setup do you need for some of the storylines?
Although it would be cool if they just, I mean, it's over now. There's nothing, they're going to have it this year. But it would be cool if they moved it into summer.
Right.
And then, made SummerSlam Mania and been done with it. And
that's what John L. just said. He said they should have put WrestleMania in June. That's what everybody wants.
June, July, August, right. Any one of those months.
Right. Let's see. Matthew said, Larry, that's a valid point. Truckers don't get drive-thrus. Yeah. I mean, and even if they did, I mean, I guess I could walk up to it, but at the same time, it'd be kind of scary for somebody to do that. Aaron's talking about woods.
I've walked through the drive-thru many a night.
Chucking up wood. Yeah, as long as there's no other like vehicles and it's not a big deal, it's not, nothing.
I lived like a street away from Jack in the Box when I lived over on Center. Mm-hmm. And so I just walk kitty corner out my front door. I could see Jack in the Box was right there, so I'd just walk over there, walk right up to the window and buy. They knew us within 2 weeks.
Oh, I'm sure. Larry is saying the new WrestleMania t-shirt is hilarious. We've got John Cena showing up.
Is there no fans? This is obviously old.
Oh, this is the old shit. I was like, oh, is this new? No, it's not. It's too much of a big thing.
Yay.
So, when was this?
WrestleMania. This isn't the Bray Wyatt one again, is it?
Oh, God. Please don't. It was like, my appointment is in the hospital. I had to get my fever checked and go through a bunch of questions. Took about 30 minutes. And Aaron told her my fiance is due April 27th. And he was like...
You have a fever, too?
They're walking out to truck drivers here in Pokey. I know, Aaron, me too. I don't think she has a fever. I think they checked her for a fever.
Oh.
So they probably checked her for a fever and then asked her a whole bunch of questions. I was like, wait, so one of that nights, it's one my B-day on the first night? Yes. Matthew says, those cross-country truckers have refrigerators, crock pots, microwaves, hot plates, etc. They can cook on the road. As long as they can get food and they can get to a place that has some, that's great. Ayla says, they are walking out to truck drivers here in Pokey. I know, Aaron, me too, that she's due then. Aaron's like, wish me a happy birthday that day, okay? DM me, guys.
That was the 7th? Right?
The 4th of April is his birthday.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, it was the 7th. I was way off.
Matthew said some places allow pedestrians to use the drive-through after hours in Albuquerque because of all the crime. They don't do it here, right? They're like, "Are you a criminal?" Larry says the blood and guts match has been postponed due to how bloody the match was supposed to be, and with the virus around, it would be bad. Actually, kind of more along to do with the fact that they couldn't have.
They didn't want to have 11 people in the ring.
All those people in the ring. Because there'd be over 10 people.
There'd be
and
11.
They're trying to be responsible with their social distancing and following the guidelines. So that's kind of more along the lines of it, not so much.
It's going to be pushed to the all-out pay-per-view or all-in pay-per-view on the 25th of May.
Right.
And so that's where they have it planned now.
So basically, this is just some Brock Lesnar stuff that's happening. Sweet.
It's Brock, John Cena, and Seth Rollins. I do not remember this happening.
Aaron says this is Rumble 2015.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense. Because it says WrestleMania up in the corner. And so I was like...
Ayla's like, I'm not sick at all. They think I have a blood clot in my lung. I have to wait to know, though. What the fuck? What the fuck? What do you mean you have a blood clot in your lung? What the hell you been doing? Has Jordan been beating you? Do we need to beat the crap out of him or something?
You need to exercise.
You need to exercise.
Usually get blood... Now you can't if you have a blood clot. But usually develop blood clots from not doing anything.
Yeah, you just been laying around, you lazy butt.
Were you laying down a lot?
Matthew's like, Ayla, that's horrible. I hope you're okay.
Pulmonary embolism.
She has a pulmonary embolism. She gives birth to her baby and dies. Oh, God.
That's what it's called.
I know what it's called. I know exactly what it does, too. Ayla's like, I'm okay, laughing. Aaron's like, I was going to see Post Malone on April 2nd, but that got canceled. Well, it's probably a good thing, Aaron, that it got canceled. Aaron's like, yes, that too. Aaron says that was going to be my birthday present.
What?
I have no idea.
Oh.
Oh, the Post Malone stuff.
Oh, yeah. Yay.
John L. says AEW did better than NXT last week.
Yeah, absolutely. It wasn't even close.
I don't think NXT even had a show on. So there's a reason why they did so good. They did so good because there wasn't even a show on NXT. I think all they did was like, I don't even know if they played anything. Did they even play anything? They replayed
yeah, they had
rerun of stuff or something.
Yeah, they had a bunch of stuff going on.
Yeah. Matthew's like, oh my OMFG, they are still playing old matches. Yes, of course they are. There's like, what the fuck?
Ayla says she can't be lazy because she has a 2-year-old.
And it's like, I'm eating some pizza and drinking Mountain Dew and vaping. Wow, all the good things in life. Don't die. Ayla's like, no, I can't be lazy with a 2-year-old. I guess you have double blood when you're pregnant. Is that how that works, hon?
Triple threat.
Aaron's like, Post Malone is my favorite rapper. Matthew says, Ayla, you can.
Suplex
I see
City.
plenty of horrible parents, right? I'm like, I'm pretty sure people can be lazy when they have kids. It's probably really easy for some of them.
Very, very easy.
The Royal Rumble. Ooh, he's just throwing John Cena around.
Old J security back in the old days.
Oh.
Suplex City.
He threw them too, and I was
John
kicking
Cena,
him.
here it comes.
He fell. Whoops.
F you.
Oh, it didn't work. Oh. I guess that wasn't supposed to happen. He wasn't supposed to kick John Cena. But he did. What a loser.
Who knows?
Oh, yeah, by the way, I was going to tell you that.
Oh,
but Larry's going to tell us now. Kenny Rogers passed away.
Oh, I knew.
Oh, did you?
I forgot to tell you
Oh.
yesterday or day before.
I did not know.
I saw it in a chat room or something, like it said, R.I.P. Kenny Rogers, the gambler. I'm like, what the?
Yeah, they had a little thing of doing for him. It was like, no, I can't. Yes, I have seen some really bad parents. Aaron's like, I'm going to quit vaping as soon as my son comes.
You should quit now.
Yeah.
If you're going to quit then, quit now. There's
no reason to wait.
Right now is the only time that really exists.
And after Larry said about Kenny Rogers, he said, rip Kenny, I miss him. And Aaron also said, also my cousin's husband passed away on Friday. Oh, I'm sorry, Aaron. That's
brutal.
That's sad. And then now Aaron's like, who's Kenny Rogers? Right.
The gambler.
Matthew's like, my neighbors woke me up at 4 a.m. and I started blasting an air raid siren through my speaker for 4 hours straight while trying out for Smash. You know, those people beating on trash cans. Oh, Jesus, Matthew.
Oh, my God. What's funny is I've seen some of his videos, so I don't doubt that he's telling the truth.
I have to wonder what they did to wake you up and then intone that they got 4 hours of stuff.
They think it's the purge.
How bad was it? Janelle says Matt Hardy and Luke Harper surprised me showing up at AEW. The most surprising one for us was Matt Hardy.
Oh, yeah, that blew the doors off.
I mean, we were just like sitting here like, what?
Because the Luke Harper thing threw us all off.
And then everybody was throwing out rumors that he was coming back to WWE and blah, 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 blah. And that the fact that Luke Harper was the exalted one, I think that was kind of different. Because everybody thought that was going to
be Matt.
Yeah,
and we knew Luke was coming.
Yes, we knew he was coming because they had let that out of the bag a while ago. So that was pretty much known.
Right around New Year's, we had kind of knew that was happening.
Yeah. Aaron asked who's Kenny Rogers and Ayla said Google. Right? YouTube that one. Matthew says the broken brilliance of Matt Hardy.
You picked a fine day to leave me, Lucille. And a crop in the field.
Right? Larry's like, what was weird, a day before he passed, I watched the We Are the World video from 35 years ago, and Kenny was a part of that song.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
He's one of the only country artists in there.
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah. Aaron's like, the ladies' man is coming soon to AEW. Well, we gotta have a debut and work your way up, bud.
So have you actually seen the show The Ladies' Man? It's hilarious. But dumb. Like if you don't like dumb comedy, don't watch it. But
right?
It's pretty funny. I liked it. Have you ever seen it? Ladies' Man?
I think so. I think I've seen parts of it.
I'm trying to remember what that
Still to come,
AJ
AJ Styles, the Monday Night Messiah, Seth Rollins, the Street Profits, and Randy Orton live tonight. No. What?
A lot of good stuff happening tonight. And since they don't want to show us wrestling matches, we're just getting reruns.
Yeah. So now they've got Seth and John Cena beating up Brock.
This is old.
I know it is, but doesn't he just beat the crap out of him? Or is this where he was leaving anyways, so he...
That was just 3 years ago. 4 years ago.
He has the title, though.
Uh-huh. And I can't remember what happens, but I think he wins, and then Seth cashes in, because he's the Money in the Bank, and gets the title. But I could be wrong. I think maybe this is the one where Roman, he wins it at WrestleMania, Seth does. Because Roman is wrestling Brock at Mania. And then Brock beats Roman or is really close, and then Seth cashes in and gets the title. So I think that Brock wins this.
Larry said Willie Nelson was also a part of the We Are the World song.
I'm sure he was having fun. He's probably high as a kite.
Right? Matthew's like, I wonder if Taker will make an appearance. I guess Willie Nelson is quitting smoking marijuana. Isn't that crazy?
If you smoke anything right now, it's probably a good time to quit. It doesn't matter what it is.
Doesn't know who Willie Nelson is, so he needs to go Google that too.
You don't know who Willie Nelson is? He's like the Snoop Dogg of country music.
Yeah, him and Snoop Dogg were like best friends. He could smoke Snoop Dogg under the table.
Yeah, both of those two are just crazy marijuana smokers.
Matthew said Bob Dylan was bored singing We Are the World.
Oh my gosh, his face in that song is classic.
Because he's just like, ugh, why am I doing this?
That's what he sounds like too. I think he has his own little part.
Larry's like, Willie Nelson is like 90 years old. He is not 90.
I don't know. I bet he's close.
He's 87. I'm just kidding. I don't know. We got Joseph, who was here earlier, but now I guess is back saying hi.
He is back.
Hi, Travis and Talitha. Hello,
you
Joseph.
Staying safe? Practicing social distancing?
Staying
out of
home,
spring break?
playing video games and whatnots.
I should play a video game.
You should play a video game. Me too. I'm gonna stay home.
All my appointments.
I wish I didn't have a job that was called essential.
My
essential businesses.
all my
I work
appointments
for
are
one
going
of
to be
them.
canceled here pretty soon. I'm like, well, what's the point of even doing it over the phone? I was like, I could just not do it at all.
Joseph was saying, I was eating dinner. Hopefully
Yummy.
it wasn't just toilet paper.
How do you eat toilet paper?
Because that seems to be what people are putting on their shelves, and that's all.
Like, I need the essentials. I need toilet paper, hand sanitizer, and face masks. Oh, yeah. I should have got some food.
Yeah. Food.
Are you guys practicing deep breathing?
Yeah.
Seriously, that's a real question. Who practices deep breathing? Who practices breathing exercises? Because it can save your life.
Mm-hmm. Vladimir's in the chat. Hey, Vladimir. Said, you heard that CM Punk is returning? Nope, haven't heard it.
Just from you.
He's like, CM Punk tonight. Nope.
Let's let it play out. I want to see Punk.
Says, yes, my job shut down today.
Who said that?
Larry.
Yeah.
That sucks. This was like, I was eating chicken tenders and mac and cheese.
Boom. Not toilet paper.
Well, that's good. It's almost like toilet paper. Just kidding.
No,
He is
what?
86 years old.
Oh, he's way off.
Willie Nelson.
He's
I said
40 or
87.
I know, he said 90.
Willie Nelson is 86 years old. And Ayla's like, I can't breathe. What you laughing about, Ayla? Matthew's like, a good phone game is War Robots. It's a mech game. I do breathing exercises, cognitive behavioral therapy.
There you go, CBT.
CBT. Aaron, you're just going to have to look up
Who
Willie
said
Nelson.
Matt?
Matthew, yes.
Oh, Matthew.
Yes. Matthew said it.
Yeah, breathing will change your world. Intermittent fasting, which is free, and breathing exercises, which are free, are the best therapy there are.
Ayla's like, I can't breathe. No, I mean literally. Oh, because you have a pulmonism in
Pulmonary embolism.
You have a pulmonary embolism in your lung capacity. They're like, don't breathe. But I'm supposed to survive.
That's a hell of a thing to get. Pulmonary embolism. Why all this shit's happening? You're like,
Jesus.
I can't practice my deep breathing. Just do it with one lung. It's like,
just breathe through your left or right nostril, whichever one's not clogged up in your lungs. I'm just kidding. That's not how it works.
are you having chest pain? Did you have like calf pain? Because that's usually where they come from. Like, did your leg hurt really bad, and then all of a sudden your chest started hurting? That's where most people get their pulmonary embolisms, is from their legs. Like Serena Williams got one, and she's a tip-top athlete, so anybody can get them.
A lot of athletes, actually. They get those, and then they have to get on that drug.
Some people, it ruins their career.
That one NASCAR driver.
Whatever his name is, the basketball player.
The basketball player has it. Yeah.
He retired for him.
Yeah, he had to retire because of it, because he could have died. Because he couldn't run up and down the thing with his being on that drug. Matthew says, you can simply call me Matt or version 2 of Mattitude, LOL.
Mattitude era.
I like calling you Matthew.
I just say Matt first. I always change people's names. I don't know why. I don't mean to.
You're a weirdo. Aaron wanted to know if Willie Nelson sang a song, and Larry answered him yes.
He sang a lot of songs.
Yes. Ayla's like, good timing. Right? With all this other crap going on.
Like, who needs to breathe now?
That's ridiculous. Don't be getting in elevators with people. Like, the other day I was leaving work and these people were getting in the elevator and I was like, I'll just take the stairs.
What the fuck?
There was 2 people in the elevator.
There's no way I would take an elevator.
And so I took the stairs. I was like, thanks. They were together. They were a couple.
I miss going downstairs. I went downstairs forever. Like in schools, like where you just run.
Oh.
And you're like taking 8 at a time.
Oh, yeah, I can't do that. Jonelle says, Bayley's going to lose her title at WrestleMania.
To who?
Sasha Banks, they should just have a singles match. I smell the smile she had on her face.
Yeah, afterwards
right?
she's like, FU, there it is. Oh, he's going to hit him with 2 of them? And Brock's done.
It was like, yeah, but my legs always hurt, so I can't tell. My chest hurts and upper back, neck, and shoulder.
If you flex it, does it hurt? That's one of my indicators. Like if you like tense your body, does that hurt?
And Aaron's talking about how they canceled his debut, and he says, "I'm wearing my custom-made Mike Canella shirt because I love him so much."
Hey, somebody in there's doing meditation.
Matthew says, "When I was a kid, I used to love scooting downstairs on my butt, right?" And Joseph says, "I do meditation, Travis. This breathing exercise called 4-4-H, which means breathe in for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds, and breathe out for 8. Yep.
Yeah, that's a good one.
We do those too. Meditation breathing. You could try this other breathing method by Wim Hof.
Yeah, look up Wim Hof.
He has some free tutorials that are pretty cool. You might like those, Joseph. You could try those out.
Those are extreme. Like if you are into meditation, it's a good one. If you're into anxiety stuff, not so much. It'll give you a little bit more anxiety at first.
Yeah.
But as you work through it, it actually will help with anxiety.
Right.
But it's pretty extreme.
Ayla says, yeah, left leg. So if she flexes her left leg, it hurts.
It hurts. Usually more of a muscle pain.
Matthew says the Olympics are postponed officially, but Mania is on. Oh, so they are. Do they postpone them officially, huh? Because I know that they weren't going to do anything, and Canada said, "Screw you, we're pulling out." So Canada literally pulled out of the Olympics before they even said they were postponing them.
Oh, they're athletes. Okay,
yeah,
I'm like, wait a second, like 2 years from now?
No, like for the Tokyo stuff, they pulled their athletes and said, "Screw you. You guys are taking way too long to figure this shit out."
That's fine. Canada wouldn't have got a medal anyways. I don't know why they... It's the Summer Olympics. Seriously.
You're like, it's okay. Canada wouldn't win anyways.
Their greatest Olympian ever was a cheater.
What? Canada a cheater? No.
Ben Johnson?
No, that's just not right.
He has the fastest time ever. It would have been cool to watch him race Usain Bolt because he would have beat him. He was faster than Usain Bolt.
How?
Because he was on steroids.
Oh, he was one of those cheaters. Aaron says, is this when Seth had this streak of blonde in the hair? Yeah, when he was Skunk Boy.
Yeah, when he was a skunk.
Yeah, when he was Skunk Boy. That's what I called him. Still call him to this day.
All him and also got his freaking ankle.
Larry's like, I talked to my friend in Salt Lake City, and he's still having aftershocks from the earthquake last week.
Yeah, my cousin lives there, and he was posted something online the other day that they had. Oh, there it is, Corona. Dang.
That they were still having him down there. I haven't heard anything about it, so it must not be that bad. So the thing of it is, I think it's funny is we have a town that's kind of outside of us that due to like fracking or mining or whatever, they're usually mining earthquakes, so they happen like on a constant basis, so we're all used to it here. It's when it starts getting scary is if you have an 8.0, you might as well just lay down and die, because Yellowstone blew up.
If Yellowstone blows up, it's going to be
fucking 5.7. That's fucking nothing, bitches. 5.4, but what the fuck? That's nothing. It
would do a lot of damage around here with the older buildings downtown.
It would to a certain degree, but I don't think it would be that bad.
5.7's decent.
Yeah, I really don't see that it's really that bad.
We could get an 8. We've had one before in October Mountain. It was about 1981, 82.
Was that one?
Yeah, knocked over a mountain and.
No, I wasn't old enough then to remember that. I remember one we had that I was practicing ballet in our living room, and our chandelier was going back and forth and swinging. And my mom was
How old were you?
I was probably like 6, 7.
We had. Oh no, we didn't have one near that old that I'm aware of. I mean, we could have
5 to 7, somewhere in there.
But when we were in kindergarten, there was a big one. But
probably
there was one a couple years
then.
before that, and it, like, people went to sleep next to a river, and they woke up and there was a lake. Like it knocked over a mountain.
That's fun.
That's what caused the earthquake, was the mountain falling.
Right. Aaron's angry about his Wi-Fi. Matthew's like, remember when Vince beat God? Well, God is laughing at Vince right now. Aaron's like, that's why I'm part Canadian and part Scottish.
Aaron wants my hat.
Yeah. I think he wanted our sweaters earlier. 2319. 2319. Aaron's like, you got that from Monsters, Inc. Ayla's laughing. I'm
What
not
is
sure
that?
what she's laughing about.
Well, 2319. It means something, but I don't know what.
I think it's just the...
Is that a year?
They got... it's a code violation. Like, they got a piece of human article on them or something.
Oh.
2319! 2319! It's like a sock or some shit. Aaron's like, Travis, I have a question. What's your favorite Disney movie? And Ayla already answered for you, Tangled.
Boom.
She knew. She's a smart girl. Because it's true.
It's not true. But it's my favorite princess movie.
What's your favorite Disney movie then?
It's either Robin Hood or... Okay, for cartoon-wise, it'd be Robin Hood probably, right? Like,
I don't know.
Well,
I know what my favorite Disney movie is.
Justin Morgan?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a tough one. I would have to go look and see what's Disney, because there's probably a movie that I like that's Disney and I didn't know it was Disney. So I have to make sure that none of my big ones are Disney movies. I like the first Captain America. It's not my favorite movie of all time, though. So, yeah, the Robin Hood with all the, like,
Animals.
chickens and foxes and the lion and all that as the king.
All
As
the
Prince
animals
John.
are people.
Yeah. That's probably my favorite cartoon. And then my favorite princess movie would be Tangled. And then I've never seen Frozen 2 yet, though. I should probably check that out. But I mean, I'm not going to like it any better than the first one.
No.
I don't care how good it is.
No.
Sequels just don't do it. Unless it's Bad Boys 2. Bad Boys 2 is way better than the first one. The Godfather 2 is better than the first Godfather. People are probably going to blow me up now, but...
We were talking about Disney movies. Those are not Disney movie, you weirdo.
I'm talking about any movie that has a sequel.
Right. Larry says, a couple of years ago, about 15 miles away from me, there was a 2.3 earthquake. I do have to say Madagascar 2 is a lot funnier than the first one.
Oh, it's not even close. So I watched...
Of King Julian.
I watched Madagascar. Now, see, if that is a Disney movie, that's like the ones I'm talking about. If that's Disney, then by far my favorite.
I don't think those are Disney.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
I can't remember.
But yeah, I watched part 2 first. And I watched it about 7 times before I watched the first one. And then I watched the first one, and I was like, that's the dumbest movie I've ever seen in my entire life.
It's not as funny as the second one.
I'm close.
Ayla's like, it's the animation room for Disney Pixar 2319. Oh, that's funny because they yell it on there like it's some kind of weird code on Monsters, Inc. Aaron's like, my favorite Disney movie is Aladdin or Beauty and the Beast.
Oh, very good ones there. Ooh, Mulan. Mulan's a good one. But is that a princess movie?
That's what they say. She's a princess. They say it's a princess movie.
I don't know how she would be a princess because
she's not a princess, but it's a princess movie.
Because she's a girl.
I guess.
Because the emperor, likes her, but he doesn't marry her. He gives her to the dude.
Yeah, that's not happening in the new thing.
She doesn't win the man.
Nope.
She win another woman.
I have no idea. I'm not gonna watch it. Ever.
There it is. Pop a powerbomb.
Everything.
1 and 2.
So did Brock win or something and leave, and now these two are fighting?
Okay, that makes no sense.
Well, I don't know what happened. I haven't been watching. Aaron said also Angel's in the outfit too. And Larry says, I like the Herbie movies and the Apple Dumpling Gang.
See, there
Cute
you go.
movies.
See, I forget about those.
And Matthew says, the fracking and water drilling is causing earthquakes. A liquid cannot compress. Therefore, drilling creates cavities and sinkholes happen. I'm sorry. I'm a nerd.
Boom.
Why are you sorry? Thank you for the education. Actually, I kind of knew some of that information.
Yeah,
but
because
not
she
all of
watches
it.
What's Her Name over and over and over. What's her name? Julia Roberts plays
Erin Brockovich?
Erin Brockovich.
That has nothing to do with...
That's all fracking. That whole show's about fracking. And it poisons the water. And then they get
about a power company.
It's about a fracking company.
No, it's about a power company. PNC, whatever power and water or something. Matthew says, I loved The Sandlot as a kid. And Matthew's like, what about Fievel?
Fievel the Mouse. There's so many good Disney stuff. It's too hard to say that one's better than the other one. Although I love all the Herbie the Love Bugs. Like, right. I tried to get Kenna to watch them all with me when she was younger, and I think we got through most of them. And then we watched the new ones with what's her name?
Ayla's like, Ozzy loves Pets too. It's on Netflix. That's the one I was saying I should watch it.
I haven't seen that one
It's not Disney. He'll watch the whole movie. That's funny. Yeah, I've seen the first one. It was pretty cute. Does he like the second one because there's a little kid in it? Is that why he likes it so much?
Yeah, sometimes kids like other kids. Kenna loved other kids.
I think that's why a lot of them like it. I liked animal movies when I was a kid. Ayla says he won't watch the first one. And Ayla's like, Fievel isn't Disney, I don't think. I don't think Fievel is either, but I have no idea. Fievel Goes West.
The Rescuers. That's Disney.
Rescuers is Disney.
There's a naked woman on it.
Supposedly.
No, there is. You can.
It's just a silhouette of a naked woman.
I'm pretty sure it's a naked woman. I can't remember. J&J Security beating up John Cena.
That's not very nice.
Like, at this point, I don't even know if people at home are even watching wrestling. They're just talking to us. Hopefully there's something exciting in the world of wrestling happening. Like, I feel bad for all those wrestling people that do the news, because there's really no news.
Right.
And everything's going to be pre-recorded. It looks like they're bringing out the stretcher for Brock. Brock's going to be put on a gurney.
Yeah, he's broken. Aaron's like, also my movie is also The Mighty Ducks, another Disney movie.
That's a good one. Oh, Emilio!
Matthew's like, I thought Fievel was. Oh, well, it was still cute, right?
Oh, yeah.
And Ayla's like, yeah, the baby. He's adorable when he asks to watch it. He just yells, dog, dog. Larry's like, no, I'm not even watching Raw. Ayla's like, I'm making dinner. So she's definitely not watching it. And Aaron's pissed about his Wi-Fi, so we know he doesn't care.
At some point, like, there's going to be wrestling on, like a live match. And we'll get into it a little bit more. We could always play. Do you guys want to do, like, trivia, not just wrestling trivia? We have other trivia games. If you guys want to.
So the first one's called An American Tale, right?
Fievel Goes West.
Well, the first one's Fievel. The second one's Fievel Goes West. But the first one's called An American Tale. An American Tale.
Nice.
I just was wondering who the production or whoever made it. So
20th century? Then it's Disney. Boom.
Ridiculous. They shouldn't own everything. Greedy bastards. Their Universal Pictures was their production company.
There you go.
For An American Tale.
Universal.
Now you know.
If you ain't
now you know.
If you ain't know, now you know.
Let's see. Matthew's like Chippendale Rescue Rangers, right? All the old cartoons.
I,
Disney
and
cartoons.
Larry could play the one game, or the 80s game that we had in the
Oh,
80s,
yeah, we
90s.
probably could, huh? Matthew probably could a little bit.
Aaron would not have fun at all. Yeah,
he
Matthew
would
would
know
probably do
nothing.
a little bit. Aaron would be like, who?
Matthew's like, sure.
Who's President Clinton?
Ugh. There was a president named Clinton. Aaron's like, I hope this whole BS is done by the end of April. Joseph says, I lost my mom 2 years ago. Oh, I'm so sorry, hon. That sucks. She watched wrestling back in the day with Dusty Rhodes and Ric Flair, and she stopped watching it, so me and my little brother got her back into it.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, that's awesome. And he says, by the end of her life, her favorite wrestler was Sheamus. Oh, hon, I'm so sorry to hear that, but that's sad.
I'll never say a bad thing about Sheamus.
He was like, Jordan's grandpa finally showed up to fix our water heater. What the fuck was wrong with it?
Did it just need to be reset, or was there actually something wrong with it? Because it was brand new. Mm-hmm. I don't like messing with their brand new stuff.
Right, yeah. Aaron's like, did you know Disney is planning on buying the WWE once again? This is a rumor I just hear on WrestleMania's wrestling channels.
I hear it here and there, and it would not surprise me if they did buy it.
I hate Disney. They ruin everything.
We're just named 8,000 good Disney shows. And now they ruin everything.
It's fine that they make movies. That's okay. But what they do is they just go around ruining everything. They ruin everything with their
greed.
Garbage liberal belief shit. Blech. Blech. Fucking can't stand them.
Let's get politics out of it.
Blah. But they don't. That's the problem. Matthew says, LOL, let's play some games.
Let's do it. Get some games out. They're just right around the corner.
I brought that story too that I told you
Oh, our cat?
Mm-hmm.
Do it. Read it.
I forgot to grab it. Do you want me to go get it
you
don't mess anything up this time?
Yeah, go that way.
Larry
Look at
says,
this,
I
JJ.
didn't have sexual relations with that woman. Matthew Bennett.
Right.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman, Miss Lewinsky. And Matthew is now laughing at Larry. Aaron's like, who's Jordan? Ayla's like, so we flipped all the breakers and I think it worked, but now his grandpa wants to replace the whole thing. It was bought in 2019. Oh my God.
Like, hopefully with a warranty, because it should be
warranted if he bought it in 2019. I was like, hey, bud, don't talk crap about my fave company.
Disney.
I will talk crap about Disney all the time. Matthew said it should be under warranty also.
Oh, it will be. And it's a nice one. It's all digital.
I'm leaving and not coming back. Bye.
You're like the cat. Just hurry up.
Just all on your own.
Grab that stuff up there, too.
No, you do it.
I don't want to get up. Then there would be nobody here.
What stuff?
There's games up there.
Are you talking about the Trivial Pursuit?
Just grab a trivia game. It doesn't matter which one it is. Ooh, you know what would be a fun one if it's up there? Baloney. It might not be up there, though. Yeah, everybody can play baloney.
Hard to play, like with people on there.
It's just fun. You just ask. It's just like trivia questions. Is it up there? It's in that round can. It's so much fun. You just say whether it's truth, false, or baloney.
I think it's not as fun. You want to do the 80s, 90s trivia game?
You can try it, but grab another one too, because a lot of people might not like that one.
I'm afraid to grab this one because you've got crap on top of it.
It's terrifying.
Yeah, completely terrifying.
The wonderful world of the internet. While everybody's sitting at home in quarantine, on flat out lockdown, we're going to play a couple of little games with you guys.
Wonder if they didn't have the internet. Wouldn't you guys be all sad? You guys, half of them wouldn't know what to do with themselves.
I'd be outside playing in the dirt.
Me too.
I guarantee it. With little matchbox cars,
I know.
building houses, and this guy would be a doctor, and this guy would be a scientist figuring it out, and this guy would...
Right?
Like, we were very creative as kids.
Like, and this one's dead because they got the coronavirus.
Right, and there'd be cars in the junkyard because their parents
dead
are...
ones.
People are dying.
And the cars are alive. Don't forget that. The
Right.
cars have to be alive.
It's like
They're their
cars.
own people.
There it is, F5.
You have to get their babies Matchbox.
1, 2, and 3, and Brock wins it.
You have to get their Matchbox as their, not Matchbox, but the Micro Machines as their babies. The Micro Machines are their baby cars.
We did not mix our cars. We could either play Micro Machines or cars. Or G.I. Joe. Or Barbie with Stormy. And
G.I. Joe and Barbie had to go together.
But
because Ken was gross. Nobody liked Ken.
They were too small.
Whatever, I put Barbie with G.I. Joe because he had a cool truck. And I was like, fuck you, Ken.
Was it the G.I. Joe dolls? Or the G.I. Joe guys?
No, the dolls.
We didn't have dolls. We had just the guys.
The action figure guy.
The little guys.
Yeah, we didn't have the little guy. My brother had the action figure
He had the
guy.
big ones, huh?
Yeah, and he had a truck.
Well, that makes sense.
Awesome.
Yeah, he definitely.
So Barbie went for him.
Well, of course.
And then she kicked him out and took his truck. Because she's like, I drive, not you. Aaron Matthew was saying also it should be under warranty. And Joseph says, so no matter what WWE does with bad looking, terrible storylines and bad gimmicks, I still love this business on this company, right?
Right.
Ayla's like, I know nothing about it. Aaron's like, did you know David Arquette won the WCW title? Joseph says, because wrestling reminds me of my mom. Yeah, I get that a lot.
100%.
I understand it. Aaron's like, that was like a while back. Matthew says the heating element might need to be replaced or even the thermostat module. Right? Aaron says all of that was to premiere the Ready to Rumble movie. That's why Arquette won the WCW title. Ayla was like, I was thinking hard water buildup. We have terrible hard water. Aaron's like, what's the prize? There isn't one. Matthew's like, mud pie looks like brownie mix. It's like, you can't win without a prize. Matthew says the heating element can be replaced easily. Drain the tank and get a wrench. Ayla's like, if I win, I get Aaron's firstborn. Larry's like, if we didn't have internet, the only time we would see anything about the virus would be the news. I know, and that's why I was telling Travis, I was like, the only reason why it's such a big deal is because everybody could hear about it. If you couldn't hear about it, you wouldn't know what the fuck was going on.
A lot less stressful.
Aaron's like, what the fuck, Ayla? And Matthew's like, Ayla, what the fuck? LOL. Because she's going to take his firstborn if she wins. That's funny. Janelle says, if you guys had a WrestleMania match, who would you want to face from NXT or Monday Night Raw in wine? In one, maybe.
Who would I wrestle?
I don't know.
Who would you wrestle?
Nobody. I ain't doing it.
Yeah, yes,
I forfeit.
She wants to wrestle Becky Lynch for the title.
Whatever.
I personally would
Kick her in the
probably
cooter.
wrestle AJ Styles.
Because he's about your size.
Because I could manhandle him.
You could manhandle him. Aaron's like, don't talk about my son. So we've got Aaron's firstborn son as the prize. Cool. All right. Larry's like, I had the big G.I. Joe dolls and the Steve Austin doll from the $6 Million Man.
Oh, that's cool.
Nice.
I think those were right before my time or something. Because we just got the little doll. We just had the little guys with all the moving joints. You know, the G.I. Joe guys.
Yeah, I have no idea. I just know my brother had one in their truck, and it was big. It was like the size of a Barbie car.
Oh, yeah.
It was a truck, though.
Yeah, we didn't have those. We had the Star Wars guys, the G.I. Joe guys.
Aaron's like, I had Tech Deck Legos and Magic cards.
I never played with those. I do know what they are, though, because Jeremy played with those.
Ayla's like, that baby is mine. Bring it. Aaron's like, be right back. My phone is ringing. All right, and Aaron's like, let's go. Matthew says, AEW did pretty good last week. Yeah.
Yeah, it was one of their better shows of the year.
They had no competition.
I didn't even look at the ratings. Did they go over 1 million?
Maybe. They could have, I guess. I didn't look. Joseph says, what I mean by Sheamus was my mom's favorite wrestler is that she had a crush on him for some reason.
Oh, no.
It was like, I had what Travis had plus Barbie. I usually just stole my brother's toys because they were so much cooler. Never understood why I had to have stupid toys. It never made any sense to me.
He-Man.
Yeah.
That was our favorite.
And if I played He-Man, I always had to be this stupid girl.
She-Ra?
No. Tila.
Oh, Tila.
Yeah. The guy's daughter. His friend or whatever he was.
Mm-hmm.
My brother was mean. Or else I had to be the bad guy.
Skeletor.
Yes.
Who would want to be Skeletor?
Skeletor?
Skeletor always wins. Always.
I wasn't mad about it, but it was just like,
I have the power. He-Man.
I read you that thing why they did that with He-Man, why he could never violence because of the day and age that it was. So he couldn't like go after him and beat him, so he had to like trick him. Mm-hmm. But he never used violence to win.
Right, even though he had a sword.
Yeah. All he used the sword to do was to turn into He-Man.
Transform.
From Adam. Because his name was Adam.
And Cringer. To
Battle Cat.
He-Man.
Battle Cat. Battle Cat, Battle Cat.
They said they're going to make that a movie again. Here pretty soon in the next 4 years.
Matthew says, Sheamus is one of those guys that I never really got into. Rumor has it that he got the push because he was Triple H workout partner. LOL. AEW did good because no competition, right? And Matthew says, I used to build model rockets. My brother still does that to this day.
By the little motors and stuff?
Yep, he likes to build the rockets and blast them off up there at the ranch. Larry's like, Sheamus looks like Beaker from the Muppets. Matthew's like, Larry, that was a funny skit. Aaron's like, oh, okay, I'm back, Wi-Fi again, like always. It was like, I liked Hulk Hogan. He was perfect for Barbie. Right? Because Ken's gross. Like, who would want that? Ugh. He's like all into his hair and his looks and stuff. It's like, ew, dude, seriously. Ugh.
In my house, he wore fancy pants.
He wore fancy pants. That's what I mean. He was all into his hair and his looks.
He was a prince.
Fancy pants. Aaron's like, what is Narnia? Narnia Disney movie? I don't think Narnia is.
I don't know. I've read part of the books. I read the first 2.
Aaron's like, Adam and Eve. No, Adam, He-Man, before your time, buddy. It's okay. Glenn Hunt's in the chat. Hey, Glenn.
Oh,
he says, home order, safer start tomorrow night at 6 p.m. March 24th, 2020.
Is that for everybody? Or where's that at?
Glenn Hunt, where are you at and what are you talking? Joseph says, I had those little green army men and I played Yu-Gi-Oh!
Oh, those little green army men were the shiznit. Them and the Indians.
Yeah.
And the cowboys. So I had cowboys, Indian, and army men.
That's funny.
And I'd set them up all
They come
over.
in like huge bags.
Uh-huh. The
like
bazooka guys.
The ones I liked were the farm ones. I like the farm ones.
Oh, with the animals?
Yeah, the animals.
And the fences?
And fences.
Yeah.
Matthew says, Ayla, what the fuck is up with you today? LMAO, you're totally proving to be the chat jump. It was like, Grandma never bought me a Ken doll. I had to steal Travis's or cut my girl Barbie's hair to get a boy. Why wouldn't she buy you a Ken doll? What's wrong with that?
Who knows?
Aaron's like, damn, no, not happening. Matthew Medits. Aaron's like, Grandma always let me have a toy. That's good. Glenn is in Memphis, Tennessee. Are they having some issues there in Memphis? Are they?
It's going to be everywhere. We're all going to be locked down. I'm sorry, everybody. But
that's fucking dumb. They can't do that here.
Oh, they can.
I have shit I have to do.
You're not,
I have to go.
A lockdown
places.
isn't like you're stuck. A lockdown is like you're restricted. There's a big difference.
Yeah.
It's like being dammed. A dam doesn't stop the water. It slows it down.
Are they going to have like weird checkpoints at the city limits?
Well, in China, they gave you cards.
Well, they're going to have to give me a card so that I can go back and forth.
Right.
Aaron's like, because when I would ask my grandpa, he would say no. Oh. Matthew says, AW lost it 2 weeks ago. Where's Luke? I have no idea. I haven't heard from him.
Hopefully he's okay.
Hopefully he's all right. Larry says, did you have Lincoln logs, Travis?
I did. I still do.
Yep.
Somewhere.
Hopefully they didn't burn up in a fire.
No, they're here in this house.
Are they? Ayla says, my grandma let me have toys, just not a Ken. I don't know why.
That is just different.
That is very strange. It's like, I don't want her to be interested in boys. Here's some Barbies. Don't you be doing stuff with them. Matthew's like, army men and rubber bands and foil balls.
Flipping foils.
Right? Joseph says, hey, Travis and Deleted, do you remember a movie called Indian in the Cupboard? Yep, it's a book.
Absolutely.
It's a very good book. So if you've never read the book, I highly recommend it.
So I've never seen the show, but I've had the book read to me by my 3rd or 4th grade teacher. And I still remember it like it was yesterday. Yeah. I think she read it every Friday or something.
Cool. Harry says, Tech Decks, Lincoln Logs, Legos, and Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Nice. Matthew
I don't know
says,
what the Yu-Gi-Oh...
Constructs? Oh, yeah. My brother had those constructs. He loved those things.
That's the ones where you hooked the motors up to it when you were done and they worked?
Nope. Different. That one was the one that they use on...
The erector set?
Erector sets, yeah. No, constructs were basically like like a light blue color, and they had like the one pieces were about this big and had like they were kind of square, but they had little knots on them, and then you would just kind of click them together, and then you could make stuff with them.
Huh.
I don't know.
No, we just had Legos. Good old-fashioned Legos.
And it's like, do you remember the movie Angels in the Outfit? That's how I became an Angels fan. Yeah.
That was a great show.
Aaron's like, my first ever Angels game was when I was 7. Nice. Ayla's like, love that movie. The Indian in the Cupboard, I guess. And Matthew says, connects, right?
I didn't know. I mean, I knew there was a movie, but I didn't know it was any good. Sounds like people like it. Maybe I should watch the movie.
We've got AJ Styles out here talking away with the OC, though.
AJ Styles.
Because he's supposed to be out here doing stuff.
Well, he's the phenomenal one.
Yeah. Ayla said, love that movie. Matthew said that. Aaron said, never heard of it. And Luke's there. Hi, Luke!
There's Luke.
Like he says, hey, all, sorry I'm late. Me and my lady may or may not have gotten drunk as fuck last night. I'm guessing it's a positive that you did.
Probably not.
Larry says, I would set up the Lincoln Logs and take out the Green Army men and the Indians and have a huge war between them.
In the forts? That's great.
Who won?
The Indians always lost. Just kidding.
Harry's like, good evening, because Harry's in the chat. Hey, Harry. Nice to see you tonight, bud. Aaron says, woo. Matthew says, constructs where many colors were used to build cars and crash them, like head on. LOL, the good times. Aaron's like, oh, also I had Toy Story toys, as well as I still have my first Woody doll in the attic. That's creepy. You have a Woody doll in your attic? That's fucking creepy as shit.
I want a shin pads that say phenomenal on one and one on the other one. Just say.
AJ's shin
I'd
pads.
go walking around the neighborhood all the time.
Phenomenal one. Matthew's like, Luke, I just asked about you, right? And Aaron's like, I need a beer. And Ayla's like, little Nemo? Luke says, so did I miss anything good?
Nothing.
Not really.
Brock Lesnar, Paul Heyman started out the show talking, just kind of some build-up stuff. And then we had 2015 Royal Rumble.
Between John Cena, Brock Lesnar, and Seth Rollins.
And Brock won that, which we all know if you know the history of wrestling.
Right.
The Undertaker's got a tiger. Or a liger. Looks like a tiger.
Matthew's letting Luke know that hand sanitizer is not consumable. People will drink it, though. It's pretty gross. Matthew says, Luke, Ayla is taking A-Double's firstborn. Oh, yeah, that was the other thing that did happen. Ayla is like, yes, trivia prize is Aaron's son.
We're going to play some Trivial Pursuit if they keep showing some reruns. If they're not going to do any modern wrestling. And Ayla's victory, if she wins, will be Aaron's firstborn.
Yep. Larry's like, I would use marbles as bombs. Nice.
Cannonball.
Awesome.
Bombs.
Joseph, like, as a kid, I had a major Chip Hazard toy from the Small Soldiers movie. And I also had a Scully figure when I was a kid because I love X-Files. And I still do to this day.
I can honestly say I've never seen one episode or the movies, if there's movies.
Of the X-Files?
Uh-huh.
I've seen parts of episodes, so I know who they are. And
I know who Mulder and
them.
Scully. I know the whole thing. It was a huge phenomenon.
Mm-hmm.
And he's also the guy that's in Zoolander.
Mm-hmm.
He's the hand model.
Yep.
David Duchovny.
Yep.
David
Aaron's
Duchovny
like,
lips.
what the fuck? No. You're not taking my son. Aaron Samuel Reed II, or Junior, really, is mine. Ayla's like, if I win, he's mine.
You better try hard, Aaron.
And Matthew's like, LMFAO, Ayla. Harry's like, I completely forgot about no one being in the audience for a moment. Dang. Yeah, it's because AJ Styles can just run it himself. He doesn't need people in the audience for anything. Looks like, okay, well, in that case, I won't stay on long. Sleep is calling my name. Looks like,
say my name.
Go for it, buddy.
I'm going to assume they're going to do at least one match.
I would think so at some point.
They have been doing that.
At least one or two. They kind of threw some stuff in there. Matthew's like, drink water, right? Aaron says, no one is taking my son. Matthew's like, some guys in the army would give themselves an IV after a night of drinking. It's best hangover cure. Actually, you should drink before you You should drink lots of water before you go drinking because then you're hydrated.
My grandpa in World
And
War
then
II,
drink water
they
while
would
you're
take
drinking.
the pure oxygen and inhale it the next morning, and he said it would get rid of your headache.
Yeah, I could see that too. And Luke's out. He says, have a good night, everyone.
He's
Heart.
off like a prom dress. See, Luke, stay careful. Stay safe.
Yep. Stay healthy. Take care of yourselves. Be good.
Luke's sweet. He's got diabetes.
He's super
Diabetic.
sweet. He's super sweet.
Super sweet.
All right. Aaron's talking about loving Post Malone, but no homo about it. But I think he is. I think he's homoing about it all over the place.
Yeah.
Pretty sure. I'm pretty dang sure that that's what's happening.
Look at that. Tag team match. Is that happening tonight?
No, it's at WrestleMania. Too big for just one night. WrestleMania Raw Tag Team Championship.
What the fuck? That's dumb. So there's not going to be a United States Championship match?
Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe they are having a match now. But that would be weird, wouldn't it?
If there wasn't a U.S. title match?
No, I meant if they're having that
Wait, doesn't
tonight.
he have it? He's wrestling Alberto Carrillo at WrestleMania.
Oh,
So maybe that is tonight.
right. Matthew's like, LOL, off like a prom dress. LOL, that is a good one. It was like, I'll wait at the hospital for that boy. I shall call him Jeff. Jeff? My name is Jeff. Aaron's like, Post Malone is such an underrated rapper because he's not really a
I didn't know he
rapper.
rapped.
I've never heard of him.
Like, I've been trying to listen to some of his stuff to get through it.
I don't think he is a rapper.
And I went through different
I think
things.
they think that's
he
rapping.
Sings.
The Map Crow is in the chat. Hey, the Map Crow.
Map Crow.
Says David Duchovny as Hank Moody in Californication.
California.
And Matthew's like, Ayla, it's Jeff with a Geof.
Geoff.
And Aaron's like, my name's Jeff on 21 Jump Street. My name's Jeff.
That's where that's from. I'm like, where is that?
Ayla's like, that's how I pronounce it, yes. My name's Jeff. Jeff. He's trying to... He's like, you need to be Hispanic. Charlie's like, hello. Angel's like, hello. And she's like, hi. And then she's like, ugh, seriously. She's like, I
She's
liked
batted her
it.
eyes. Slut. Just kidding.
Ayla's like, Vanilla Ice is real gangster rap. And Aaron's like, no, Post it.
Post isn't as good as Vanilla.
Like, hey, Ron, get out of here with that. Right? I don't even think he knows how to rap. I've heard his
You got a
songs.
problem, yo, I'll solve it. Check out the hook, my DJ revolves it.
Ass, baby. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. And it's not the other song.
Under pressure.
Under pressure. Matthew's like, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 is the epitome of the 90s. Larry's like, Vanilla Ice was a joke. No, he
Whoa,
was
who said
not. Larry.
Larry.
Ugh. You just got on the poop list. I can't believe you'd say that in our chat. Ugh. Rude. We got Walter in the chat. Hey, Walter. Say hello, Travis.
Hi.
Hey, Dalitha. Hello. Aaron's like, I'm dead serious. The Map Crow says, Robert Matthew Van Winkle Vanilla Ice.
Right?
Yep.
Old
His name is
Rob.
awesome. Matthew's like, that joke made millions, right? It still is. And
He's
Ayla's
flipping
like,
mansions now.
Ayla's like, hey, Larry, I take offense.
I just remember singing that song 80 times a day for about 2.5 years.
Milli Vanilli was a joke. That's different.
Whoa. That was my mom's favorite for a long, long
Milli
time.
Vanilli.
Oh my gosh. She loved
All
Milli
that
Vanilli.
stuff that came out, I was watching a whole documentary about him, and they're like, we didn't know we would get away with it. They're lip syncing. It's funny. Joseph says, David Duchovny, besides being on X-Files and in Zoolander, he was in 2 TV shows that I like. Californication, where he plays a sex addict, and Aquarius, where he plays a cop from the 60s going after Manson.
Huh.
Interesting.
We're talking about David Duchovny?
Yes. Aaron's like, I hate Vanilla Ice. He doesn't know how to rap. Aaron's like, Post raps better. That's why he's my fave.
I thought Post was a singer.
I don't think Post raps at all. I think that's just ridiculous. Larry's like, they couldn't speak English. That's why they had to lip sync. Just kidding. Walter's like, sorry I was late doing stuff. Trivia. All right. Do we want to do...
Do you want to do some non-wrestling trivia, or do you want to do wrestling trivia?
Yeah.
Because we have all sorts of trivia.
Because I like trivia.
Let's do some 80s and... Do an 80s and 90s one.
Okay.
Just to leave everybody in the dust. We can do wrestling too, though.
Right.
I think we're going to have a match when we get back on anyways.
People might actually know these. All right. So these are different genres, just so everybody knows. Matthew said, "Hello, Milla and Vanilla, so sad. My sister heard the news and put her cassettes by my parents' door to get rid of them." Ella says, "It makes sense that they could sing perfect English then." Matthew's like, "Cool Runnings was a great Disney movie. Mix the trivia." Ella's like, "Post is a mumbler." Matthew says, "AJ will wrestle." Probably. It might be coming up right now. What's happening at the Performance Center? Tell us right now what's happening. Oh, we have announcers.
Yeah, Brian Sachs and Tom Phillips.
I'm surprised he's okay from getting beat up the other day by what's his face?
Stone Cold Steve Austin on
Yeah,
Friday.
that guy.
Was that Friday?
Yeah, something like that.
No, it was last Monday.
Last Monday. Yeah, because Becky was there.
That feels like it was just the last one we watched. We did 2 shows since then.
We did? Oh, I've lost track of time. Larry's like, you remember Vampiro? He was a bodyguard for Milli Vanilla. Oh, God, they're doing another recap. All right.
Recap.
Joseph said, I love Pixar's Ants and A Bug's Life. That's Joseph's movies. Nice.
Nice. I like that.
Matthew's like, there ain't no way Vampiro is awesome. All right, so here's some trivia for you guys. This one is movie trivia. Movie trivia. Okay, ready? Who won an Oscar for her role as Lisa Rowe in Girl Interrupted?
Never even heard of it. So, no idea. Lisa Kudrow. Have you ever heard of that show?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh.
I've seen it. It's been a while, but I've watched it. Aaron's like, I hope I win in trivia.
Yeah, your kid's on the line.
Because I want to keep my son. Well, you have to have answers for stuff. If you're not going to answer, then you're not going to win. All right, so
is that when she's naked in the swimming pool or the bathtub? Is that the answer?
Maybe. I don't know. Anyways, Matt Crow guessed Angelina Jolie. Ayla guessed Brittany Murphy. Matthew is guessing Big Lips, which he means Angelina Jolie. Walter guessed Angelina Jolie. Joseph guessed Winona Ryder. And Ayla told him he won't win. Matthew Menace was like, Brittany Murphy was in that? I don't know. But the answer is all the people who guessed Angelina Jolie is correct. So it was Angelina Jolie.
Is that where she's in a mental institution and they're in the bathtub?
Girl Interrupted? Maybe. It could be.
But you said you've seen it.
It's been a long time,
okay,
I said.
just ask the next question.
Aaron doesn't know who Brittany Murphy is.
She's in 8 Mile.
Yeah.
Or 5 Mile. 8
yeah,
Mile.
8 Mile. The one about what's his face.
Eminem.
Yeah.
She's his love interest.
Yeah. All right. So before Andrade comes down, we'll do another one. This one is music related. Okay? Trivia music related. Who wrote Never Never Gonna Give You Up, which was covered by fan Lisa Stansfield in 1997?
I don't know the whole song.
Everybody is guessing Rick rolls. Rick Astley is a guess. LOL, Rick R. Rick Ross. And the actual answer is Barry White.
Oh, yeah.
And Larry says he'll be right back. So, and we have stuff happening. Ricochet. I didn't know he was going to be in it.
Why is Ricochet out here?
I have no idea. I didn't
don't
even
know
know
what's
it was
happening.
supposed to be happening. Who are these people? Walter's letting you know that you can dance funny. Travis can dance funny. LOL.
I dance all the time. I don't think my daughter knew I could dance. I broke it down the other day and she's like, what? Now I dance like a 40-year-old Caucasian from Idaho, but still.
Matthew's like, be like a Barry White baby and bask in his glory. Yeah, Chris said that was a good one.
Is that Cedric?
It is. So we've got Cedric Alexander and Ricochet
Versus Angel Garza and Andrade.
It's a weird matchup, but
This
okay.
should be high-flying excitement personified.
Aaron, you didn't get it right. You never even guessed anything.
He didn't pick Rick Ross.
He didn't pick any of those. He sure the hell didn't pick Barry White. He's like, Rick Ashley? It's none of those.
Never heard of a Rick Ashley.
Matthew's like, Ricochet better win. Joseph says, 1 versus 1, me in a dance battle, Travis.
All you have to do is turn left.
Turn left. Just turn
Because
left.
he can't turn left.
Because he can't turn left.
Zoolander.
Right?
I'm sure a lot of people can't
Turn left. Okay. And going on. Walter's like, well, Raw March 30th going to be in PC.
Raw is going to be recorded tomorrow.
Right.
Or tonight.
Yeah. So this is our last live show that they're doing.
This is their last live show that they're doing forever.
Mm-hmm.
For the foreseeable future.
Um,
Because they're even going to record the Raw after Mania.
and then he's asking if it's going to be in the Performance Center. But yeah, they're probably going to just do it all in the Performance Center. But we won't see any. I mean,
And
we'll see
certain
the
Mania matches will be out in the what's that called? Full Sail University. So it'll be a little bit different background. They
Right.
got access to their gym at Full Sail.
Yeah, which is nice.
Oh wow, Ricochet just got rammed right into the freaking skirting. Oh, here comes the Street Profits.
Are they just out there hanging out?
I don't
Or like
know.
coming down?
They're just coming out.
So you're just like, I'm going back to my corner. I promise. I'm going.
They're in their purple jumpers. Red Solo Cup.
You fill me up.
They're touching hands.
He has gloves on. It's all right. He's probably going to go take them off later. Let's see.
Oh, trivia.
Yes. Joseph's telling Walter yes about that. The map crow saying NASCAR turn left. Joseph asking Walter if he's from Georgia. He said, okay, Atlanta, go Georgia, get reruns, I guess. I don't know. Aaron's like, nah, it's going to be in the house. Of course, it's going to be in the Performance Center. Matthew says 50% of the turns one makes in a car are left-hand turns. UPS and FedEx go right 90% of the time. Walter's like, yes, Joseph. Aaron says, it's what you get when you answer stupid questions. You get sarcasm from me. I'm not sure how that means, but okay. Joseph's like, me too, man, because he's in Georgia. Matthew says, physical distance. Aaron's like, when it's jingle, my balls are turning to turning to ring refunds, Walter said. Oh, refunds. Get refunds. Atlanta, Georgia gets refunds. Matthew's yelling physical distance. All right. Okay, trivia. This is TV. Okay. What was Tim's TV nickname on Home Improvement?
I know this one.
Right.
Is anybody getting it?
Yeah, the Map Crow said Tim the Tool Man. Matthew said Tool Man. Joseph said the Tool Man. Aaron says, damn, I'm tired. That's not an answer. Andy's hungry. So those are his answers to the trivia question. Ayla must be feeding children. Walter's like, Tool Man. Aaron's like, I need a beer. I don't think Aaron's answers have anything to do with the trivia question.
So it looks like...
Yes. So everybody said Tim, the Tool Man Taylor, the Tool Man is correct. Good job, everybody. Woo! All right, here's a hard one for you. This one's a sports question, though. Sports question. All right.
These ones scare me. I feel like I should know them, but I never do.
Right?
Because I didn't really...
Here it is. Name the Olympic gold medal figure skater that appeared in Playboy magazine.
And it was an Olympic figure skater?
Yes.
Is it TH?
Ayla's saying Tanya Harding.
That's what I... Yeah.
Matthew's guessing Tanya Harding.
That's what I was guessing, too.
Aaron doesn't know who that is. Walter's guessing Tony Harding, but I think he means Tanya Harding.
This is after the surgery.
Aaron doesn't know, but he's guessing D's nuts because he has no idea. Map Crow is guessing Katrina Witt. Sometimes I wonder if people look this stuff up.
Of course they're going to look it up if they have that opportunity.
Matthew's guessing Nancy Kerrigan.
That's who I was going
because
to
he
guess.
was guessing Tanya Harding, but now he's changing his guess to Nancy Kerrigan.
Well, that's who I thought first, but then I was like, well, Tanya Harding seems more like the type that would show it off.
Right. It was like, but does she count? She got her medals taken away. Well, it doesn't matter because it's not the right answer. The Map Crow got it with Katrina Witt. It was Katrina Witt.
I've never heard of her.
Me neither.
But now I can look her up.
Yes. And see why she was in Playboy magazine.
I'm sure she looked fine.
We're back to wrestling because we have a wrestling match
Andrade and
happening.
Ricochet.
A live one.
Here comes Garza.
He's coming into the match.
Ricochet must not have seen the tag.
He must not have. He wasn't paying attention. He's like, why are you punching me? I don't understand.
There's a kick to the gut.
Yeah, throw up and a kick.
1 and 2 and kick.
Cedric's like, should I come out and save him? No.
Should I get some Michael?
And Garza's like, I need to take off my pants.
Now he's going to turn it on.
That's so gross. It makes me throw up.
Zelina Vega liked that, though. She smiled. His pants
She's like, I like it when he rips his pants off.
It's one of her more favorite things.
It was like, he cheated. Well, I was like, okay, Lots. Macro's like, never thought I'd say this. Where's Michael Cole to bring some integrity back to the announce team? Oh, he's on SmackDown.
He's a SmackDown guy.
Yep, exactly. Matthew says, my skate lace broke. I can't skate. Please let me fix my lace. LOL, that Seinfeld episode with Bette Midler. I don't think I've seen that one.
I don't know if I've
That's
seen one
one
with
I've
Bette
missed.
Midler.
It must be one I've missed. WWE Untold, Rodzilla runs wild. Ooh. Save up to 50% off championship titles and t-shirts as low as $12 at the WWE shop. If anybody's interested.
I want a title for 50% off.
Right.
Those are $300 normally.
Joseph's like, we need it for food. Sorry. We are not getting titles. Joseph says, I need Playboy for the article. I read Playboy for the articles. Sure.
I used to.
That's what they all say.
Back in the old days. My first Playboy was Anna Nicole Smith, and she was probably my last. No, I have some wrestling divas that were in my Playboy collection.
Walter's like, where's Jerry the King Lawler? Probably in a safe place because he's older and we want to keep him safe. Aaron's like, okay, who dated Elvis? She was a singer and had blonde hair.
Dated Elvis?
before he married Priscilla. Is that what you're trying to say?
I don't know anybody that
You know,
dated
that
Elvis.
he like basically was with Priscilla since she was like
15.
15.
They didn't get married till they were 21, though.
She was.
Yeah, he was like 30.
Yeah. Aaron's like, you guys will never get it. Jonelle says, what's happening on Monday Night Raw right now?
Right now, Ricochet's getting beat up by Andrade. Ricochet's in a lot of trouble. He needs to hurry and get over, and
Yeah, can't he just tag his friend in over there, Cedric
he
Alexander?
can't get to Cedric. They've cut the ring in half. Andrade and Garza are very well.
Oh, he finally
mat
kicked him in the
technicians.
face. Now he's like, I'll kick you
There
again.
it is. Hurricane Rana
Now
off
hurry
the
up
top.
and go get your guy.
He's looking for the hot tag, but can he get it? He's
Ooh.
kind of looking the wrong direction. There he goes. He's starting to roll the right direction.
That's good.
Zelina's cheering.
Oh,
There it
Angel
is. Here
Garza
comes
did
Cedric.
too. Woo! So Angel Garza and Cedric are both tagged in now. Angel's like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I keep falling down. This is an interesting tag team to put together, I suppose.
Right?
Cedric and Ricochet.
Well, since Ricochet hasn't won a match in a month or two.
Right? Why not just put him with that?
Cedric's been losing a lot too, so I would not be surprised if they lose this one. There it is. That's probably enough. 1, 2, and 3. Oh, Garza kicks out. Selena Vega. She's like, thank goodness.
Jeez. Aaron's tired. He's going to say bye. He's got to go. All right, Aaron. We'll stay healthy
Aaron.
and stay safe out there. Don't do anything crazy. Be good.
Lots of love. There it is. Garza's getting absolutely decimated here. There's a
Ooh.
Gort Buster.
Which is weird
Ricochet at this little backflip.
that he kind of got but didn't. Oh,
Andrade
had
with
to
the save.
him.
So is Humberto Carrillo not going to wrestle Andrade at Mania then? For the title?
I have no idea.
I thought that's where they were headed.
I thought they were headed that way too, but maybe he's going to have one match one night and another match another night.
So he just kicked Cedric in the butt and Cedric's out.
Walter says, I can answer one more trivia, then I'm going.
All right, we'll get to it here right in a second. Yeah, it's going to definitely slow down.
And Aaron's like, just kidding, I'm not leaving. Oh, all right. Thanks for joking around
There it
about
is.
it. All right. What should I ask next?
Just a question. Just read a question.
I was going to. All right, so this is pop culture. This is a pop culture trivia question. All right. What Mike Judge animated creation first aired on MTV in 1993?
I have no idea.
Don't lie.
Is that it? King of the Hill.
The Map Crow and Matthew are guessing Beavis and Butthead. Beavis and Butthead. It was like True Life.
My so-called life.
Walter's guessing Beavis and Butthead.
You guys are stupid. That's so stupid.
I don't know if anybody else is gonna guess. Anybody else? Right, the answer is Beavis and Butthead.
We're watching wrestling.
We're watching wrestling.
He's touching her butt.
TV for his bunghole.
It's only when he drinks caffeine.
Only
He's
when he
like,
drinks caffeine and then he's all freakoid. Let's
She
see.
said sluts.
The Map Crow's like, fire, fire, fire. And Walter's like, yes, I got it. It was like, that's one Aaron. Watch it. Let's see. Matthew said I got caught stealing my dad's Playboy on my 13th birthday. Aaron's
pretty
like, he got turned on by them. Well, that doesn't sound right. Matthew says, I made a long journey from Milan to Minsk, Rochelle. The map crow says, and Margaret. John
She was
Cena,
pretty.
Monroe.
Why are we talking about Anna Margaret?
Who Elvis dated.
Oh.
He was like, I never got into Seinfeld. I tried, though. I rewatched Roseanne, Frasier, Cheers, and Golden Girls over 100 times. And the map crow's like, Cheers is great.
I watched Cheers last year.
That.
Or 2 years ago now.
Yep. Matthew said, here is some trivia. This nurse during the Crimean War is responsible for creating sanitary conditions in hospitals, most famously introducing soap and hand washing to medical professionals.
Mother Teresa. Madame Curie. Those are the only 2 women I know in history.
Right? I can't remember her name. Glenn Hunt says, commentary changes announced team and AEW commentary changes announced team travel shows AEW and WWE Raw.
Huh.
Yep. Aaron says, okay, trivia. This is music. Who sang the song Wonderful World? Walter says, see you guys Wednesday for AEW. All right, Walter. Thanks for sticking around tonight, bud.
Is it Joe Cocker?
It's a Wonderful World. Sang the song Wonderful World. I don't know. Have a great night, Walter. Be careful. We'll see you on Wednesday. Wash your hands. Stay safe.
It's a guy that has
Stay healthy.
a lot of, like... It's a wonderful... I'm going to stick with Joe Cocker, but I think it's a different guy.
Aaron's like, wrong. It's Louis Armstrong.
Louis Armstrong.
Who sang it.
That's what I was looking for.
Matthew says it's Florence Nightingale. That's right. Florence Nightingale. She was a nurse.
That's a nurse?
Yeah.
I thought Florence Nightingale was like an actress or something.
No, she was a nurse.
Florence Nightingale syndrome.
Joseph says...
she fell in love with one of her patients?
Yeah. Joseph says, have you guys seen the new episode of Dark Side of the Ring Part 1 of 2, which is on Chris Benoit? No.
I have them all recorded, but no, I haven't seen any of them.
Ayla's like, who sings the theme song for Roseanne?
I can't remember how it goes. All I got Sanford and Son in my head. I tried to remember them coming out or whatever. I was into it until they changed the people this last year or whatever. That kind of irritated me.
Yeah.
When they got rid of Roseanne.
Once they got rid of Roseanne, I stopped.
I was
like,
done.
and
I was
done
watching
with your
it and then
jackasses.
just stopped.
Yep, we were actually watching it. Like, oh, this isn't so bad. They got rid of her. I was like, yep, fuck y'all. Done with you and your shit. Not gonna watch that garbage. And Matthew is saying, Florence's answer to my question, yes. The map crow says, Flo from Alice the Show, kiss my grits.
Huh.
Matthew's like, she has a famous name. Florence Nightingale, right?
Yeah, it's like a syndrome if you fall in love with your patient.
Matthew's like, dude, episode 1 is epic. Aaron says, Ayla, you will never have my son. And Larry is back from being right back. He's back now. The map crow says, you big dummy, Sanford and Son.
Oh, yeah. I'm coming, Elizabeth.
Aaron's trying to tell us that Flo is from Progressive.
I like Flo.
Joseph said, I did the whole I'm coming Elizabeth bit for a skit in my drama class. Nice.
He's like,
that's funny. I'm coming Elizabeth. It's the big one.
Every time Lamar says something to him, he's like, oh.
It's the big one. I'm coming Elizabeth.
He throws his arms out.
It's like, our son is dumb. You big dummy. That's funny. Matthew says, the world needs more Jeff Goldblum.
Whatever happened to him?
I don't know. He just does commercials for apartments. Aaron said, the world needs more Posty Maloney. More like Popsy Baloney.
He needs to get his tattoos removed off his face.
What a dork. People who do that have mental problems. Just saying. They don't like themselves.
You don't know what they do. You don't act like you know them. Do you call them to whom?
No, I don't like them enough to call them it down.
Oh my God, you just don't like people because they have a tattoo.
On their face. What makes that a good thing? Oh, hey, that one kid that went to jail because he had tattoos all over his face and was all up in gangs and shit. Yeah, that's a great role model for our kids.
Oh, you're talking about that one rapper?
Yes.
I can't remember his name.
So bad. 6ix9ine or whatever the fuck he put on his stupid face. I think that's his name too. It looks like I won't watch any of the new stuff. I don't blame you. Some of it's really dumb. And it's like, remember the Overstock broad? Her and Flo were competition.
Overstock.
Broad. That's funny. Love it. Like when you start hearing like old school words and you're just like broad.
For women.
Hell, broad. That old broad over there.
It's like my grandma my grandma would say that. That old broad.
Right? It was like, hey, Aaron, I will have him. It was like Blues Traveler. And he was like, yeah, poster's gross. And Aaron's like saying he's going to leave again. I don't know if he's really leaving.
Oh, we just saw Andrade's butt.
Ew, like his butt?
Yeah, he pulled his pants down.
Oh my God, dude. Cedric, nobody wants to see his actual butt. Like, they're like, we can't move the camera from this spot, dude. You gotta fix his butt. All right, Aaron says he's leaving. He'll see us on Wednesday.
For really, though?
I'm not sure if it's for real, but he says, love you guys. So
we will see on Wednesday. It should be a great AEW.
Stay positive, stay safe, and
they are recording some NXT stuff, so there should be something
hands.
happening with the NXT.
Right. Map Crow says major mommy and daddy issues, tattoos on their face. Attention. See?
Andrade pins Cedric the Alexander.
Oh, not surprising. At least it wasn't Ricochet, I guess. That's kind of good. It was like, I had a hard time getting a job with my ears, let alone if I had face tattoos, right? Just was like, I also did an impression of Napoleon Dynamite in a different skit in a different drama class years earlier from the Sanford.
Look, he hit him with the Judas effect. Look.
Whoa. Oh my God, he spit everywhere? Is that real spit?
Yeah, well, no, it's fake. He kept that in his mouth all the time.
Like, he literally spit after he got hit? That's disgusting.
I don't know what Zelina has on her lower half. Is those shorts, maybe?
Yeah, she has shorts on, too.
Street Profits are cheering him.
Joseph, what impression of Napoleon Dynamite did you do?
Did he do the dance? Did you do the dance?
Did you do the dance skit? Or did you do, like, call Tina? Or did you do the chapstick one? Or which one did you do? I gotta know. Matthew's like, why?
No Napoleon.
No Napoleon.
Been chatting with hot ladies all day.
But my lips are so dry.
See that mountain over there? I used to throw a football over the top of it.
His uncle.
He couldn't even throw a football.
He's all like, jeez. Matthew's like, but why you want to give me a runaround? Is it a surefire way to speed things up when all it does is slow me down? Oh, he's singing songs. And it's like, I have a full sleeve on my right arm. That's different. Tattoos on your arms is fine, but on your face is stupid. It was like, because the hook brings you back. Matthew's like, Natty is a battle axe. It was like Knight with hearts. Larry says, Ricochet without his beard. Right? Ricochet without his beardy.
So, anyways, Street Profits just came down, cleared out the ring.
Nice.
Oh, he took his gloves off.
He's like, I took my Corona gloves off because I touched people with them.
They were Michael Jackson gloves.
One of them was. The other one wasn't. The other one was black. Joseph says it was the dance on The Voice.
Oh, wow.
Nice. Matthew says, let me tell you about hard times when you show up to work and find out that you've been replaced by a computer baby. That's hard times. That is the Blues Traveler's runaround.
Is it?
It was like Blues Traveler, the hook. Matthew's like, stone cold. All right. Do we want to do some more trivia out of this box?
We can do something else out of something else.
Okay. What does that mean? So you want me to
that
do
means
ones
it's
out of it
slow
and
and-
you're done? Okay. All right. Because you're a weirdo.
Well, it just seems slow.
Because you're a weirdo. Weirdo. Which one do you want me to do?
Do a wrestling one.
Okay. I'll try to find out where I'm at in it.
You know, you can repeat them.
Well, yeah, but can't repeat all of them. Do people get them all right all the time?
Everybody's just sitting at home. They're okay with answering the same question twice.
Over and over and over again. Let's ask the same one over and over
Well,
again.
it's a huge box. The chances of getting the same one over and over.
All right, so here is an actual wrestling question. It's from old school times, so it could possibly be a WWF question. Just letting you know. Who was crowned the first WWE Intercontinental Champion in 1979?
PP.
Excuse you.
Mr. PP.
There's a bathroom over there. Matthew's, the map crow's guessing Pat Patterson. Matthew's guessing Steamboat. Joseph's guessing Pat Patterson. Larry's guessing Pat Patterson. Matthew's like, damn. Travis guessed PP, and the answer is PP Pat Patterson. Good job, everybody. Good job. Matthew's like, can we go back to the other questions? I know this one's more.
We can go back.
I'm just teasing. He did say that.
Oh.
All right. Another wrestling question. Who was the first member of the McMahon family to compete at WrestleMania?
Hornswoggle?
He's not a McMahon.
Yeah, he was his son.
Ew.
He was his estranged son.
Ew. Gross. Disgusting. All right, Map Crow is guessing Shane. Matthew is guessing Vince. Larry is guessing Vince.
Well, I wanted to guess Vince too, but it seemed too obvious. So I didn't. That's why I named somebody else. Maybe Stephanie.
Maybe. Joseph, like, it was Shane and Vince. He's covering all bases of the McMahon family except for the girl. All right, so the answer is Shane McMahon.
Shane O'Mac.
Shane O'Mac. All right. Another wrestling question. Which WWE Hall of Famer lost 2 championships in one match at WrestleMania 2000?
Ooh. Stone Cold.
The Map Crow is guessing Triple H. You're guessing Stone Cold. Any other guesses out there?
I remember something that there was something with a girl and a boy, and then if the other team won, both belts would go over, but that isn't both belts for a dude. So obviously not. Boom. What is it? What is the answer?
I don't know.
Nobody knows. Tom Phillips, Baron Saxton. Not Baron, but Byron.
Byron.
I like his shirt.
Yeah.
His tie looks like it's way too high. Like his shirt looks like it's cut funny.
Maybe it's because his neck's really big. Larry's guessing The Rock. Matthew's guessing Y2J. Anybody else have any other guesses? Joseph's guys, Shane McMahon versus Vince McMahon in a street fight match. Oh. But he isn't in the Hall of Fame, Matthew says. All right. So the question again, so you guys know, which WWE Hall of Famer lost 2 championships in one match at WrestleMania 2000? Any other guesses, or you guys good? Good? Everybody?
Good.
Right, the answer is actually Kurt Angle.
Dun, 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 dun.
So the answer is Kurt Angle for that one. Dun, dun, dun.
She's out there chopping something up.
What she's doing. Matthew says good one, or the Map Crow says good one, and Matthew says dude
What the
wears
hell?
too tight of clothes.
Who are these
I hate
guys?
the skinny jean movement.
These guys look like they're Corona carriers. It's got a little gut or something hanging over his shorts.
Who are
2
these?
indie guys.
Are they indie guys though?
Have you ever seen them before?
I don't know who they are.
Versus the Street Profits. We
Where-
got a hell of a tag team match.
Matthew, I did not know that Kurt Angle wore too tight of clothes and the skinny jeans. Ooh.
That's weird.
The Map Crow's like, jobbers. Bunch of jobbers.
Well, that one guy's a pretty big dude. The guy on the outside of the ring. See if we can get a tag. See if a blonde guy can tag his partner in.
What partner?
His
Oh, it's over there. Not sure why they're being so mean to these guys. Do they know them? Do they call them at home?
I don't know who these guys are. Look at
Joseph
Ford's
says
teasing
they're
him.
called the Enchantment Talent, Travis.
yeah.
Matthew's like, not Angle, Saxton does. Oh.
There it is.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I'm like, what?
Oh. Ford hurt his foot.
I
Oh, there's
guess.
a big old foot to the face
Ooh.
after the tag. So this is the other guy. He's kind of a bigger dude. Looks like he's in shape.
It was like not looking in the right spots to leave that. I don't know.
This guy's got a little bit of
I don't pay
offense in him.
attention to boys in their fancy pants.
Did you see that?
Boys wear
Choking him
fancy
in the
pants. There's something
ropes.
wrong with them.
They're cheating. They've got a little bit of an advantage here.
The enchantment dudes, the jobbers.
He clapped at him.
It was like Matthew notices details. Matthew's like, Kurt Angle is mine and your Olympic hero.
He's everybody's Olympic hero. Well, except for that girl that we just named. She's in Playboy, so she could be my hero.
Katrina Witz. Or Katrina Witt.
Something like that.
I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Katrina Witt.
We'll
I'm
be
pretty
Googling
sure
that
was her
name later if I can remember it,
Ew.
which I won't. Google
I think
it
it's
now.
like Catriona or something.
Catriona.
It's like Katriana or something. It's like a lot of A's in there.
Whoever this guy is, he looks like he's got talent.
Yeah, because he's with really talented people.
The Street Profits. Holy crap! This might be it. 1, 2, and Ford kicks out. Whoever this tag.
Katarina, that's her name. So let's see. Katarina.
Is she from the Soviet?
She's from Germany.
She looked like a Playboy model.
Well, one picture she does.
I have no idea who this tag team is, but they're giving the Street Profits a run for their money. There, Ford broke it. And the other guy jumps in the ring. Yeah, she's built like a Playboy model. And she was a gymnast? Or a figure skater. Figure skater.
Figure skater.
Huh. I didn't know they could have parts like that. Throw
Maybe
their
some of
balance
them
off.
can. The Map Crow says Katarina Witt. They're real and they're fantastic. It's Katrina. Or Katarina or something like that. It's like K-A-T-A. It's all A's, by the way. Just so you know, Mapco. It's like K-A-T-A-R-I-N-A.
Here he goes.
Joseph says,
Big old
Prime
frog
Kurt
splash.
Angle versus Chad Gable. Who would win?
1, that's easy. 2, 3.
Kurt Angle.
Kurt Angle in his sleep. Mm-hmm. No Shorty G. Street Profits with the victory, but pushed. They were pushed a little bit in there.
Matthew's like, Ela, I have over a dozen custom fitted suits, only one of which I bought at price. I'm still confused with brown and black.
Yeah, you can't wear them together. Boo. Boo.
What are you booing? Brown and black that you can't wear it together?
We're back. Look at the heights there.
Mm-hmm.
Kicked him like right in the armpit.
Gross.
But look at the height there. Ganesh! 5-star.
Matthew's like the wonder weapon.
Look at his
Larry
height.
says Katrina was a bad hurricane. I know because I was in it. We're talking about a Playboy model.
Yeah.
Who's a figure skater.
And if you were in that, then congratulations.
Yeah. Go Larry. Matthew says Kurt, but they could interchange like Benoit or Eddie. I was like, do you mean wearing brown and black together? You can, however, never wear red and pink together. That's just tacky. Whatever. You just have to wear a red dress and pink shoes. Jessica Rabbit.
Jessica Rabbit could wear anything and get away with it. Anything, it didn't matter. So Moss lost his 24/7 championship yesterday afternoon after R-Truth pinned him right outside of his home. Then he stole the car, took off, left the
Left the
referee
poor
there
ref there. What a jerk.
to fend for himself.
In this day and age of coronavirus, that's not very nice. I mean, unicorn sprinkles. Whoops, my bad.
That is your bad. Mm-hmm. There's Shayna Baszler, the fitness model. Shayna Baszler, she's a face model.
For what? Fugly juice? It says, do you mean wearing brown and black together? You can, however, never wear red and pink together. It's just tacky. And then she says, I wear black leggings and brown boots all the time. It's fine. Matthew's like, LOL, Seinfeld runs the chat. Matthew also says, red and pink, yes, it can be done, but not easily.
Just saying, if Jessica Rabbit wore it, she could get away with it.
Matthew says, I try to use black on black, like black boots, belt, or all brown boots and brown belt. I'm lazy and don't change my wallet anymore.
Yeah, there's no way I would ever change my wallet. I always just use a black one.
Matthew's like, Shayna Baszler is the face down in the pillow kind of lady. Really? You would actually get her in the bed, though? Blech.
Well, any woman, right?
It's gross, guys. Have some standards. The Map Crow wants to know what I'm smacking on. I'm eating peanut butter M&Ms.
Look at this commercial.
Because your mom smokes or something?
I have no idea, but I'm sure McKenna will try that.
I'm sure. For whoever smokes, I don't know anybody that knows. Joseph, like, she's more of a paper over the face kind of lady.
Right?
Harry's like, you should see my wallet. It's torn to pieces. You might want to buy yourself a new one, buddy. Just so you don't lose stuff.
I've had 2 wallets in the past 25 years. Not kidding. I'm on my second one. My first one was from Structure. It literally lasted, I think, 18 years.
Yeah. Some of them are really nicely made.
This one's not as built. Like, this one's not built as good.
I tried to get...
Did you buy me this one?
Mm-hmm. I did. I bought it for you. Matthew says, LOL, we're in a pandemic. I'm a man and will find daytime land to plant my seed.
Right.
Fertile land to plant my seed.
She's 40, so the time of seed planting is running.
You might have
slim.
some issues.
You got about 5 years left.
She's not very fertile, I bet. The macro says, no Reese's Pieces. E.T. phone home. No Reese's Pieces. Not a big Reese's Pieces fan. Just was like, I'm in a paper bag. That's okay. Paper over her face, paper bag. Nah, same
that
thing,
doesn't
buddy.
make any sense. Like, that's probably the best. Reese's Pieces is like the best candy there is. You don't like that?
It doesn't have chocolate. So why would I want
peanut
it?
butter and candy.
But peanut butter and chocolate's better. If you don't like chocolate, it's different. So, like, if you don't like chocolate, then yes. But I'm not a huge Reese's Pieces fan.
Maybe you could eat it with an M&M. That'd be
The candy shells are different.
Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord.
The Mapgro says, I like my wallet like my coffee, black.
Right.
Matthew's like, Shayna is a furry kind of lady. Just put her in a furry suit. Hope for the best.
Into the bestiality a little bit. Ew.
He was like, I don't like them either. Reese's Pieces. And he was like, that's how he likes his men too. Matthew Bennett likes his men in a furry suit.
Strong and black. Oh.
Furry the suit. Map Crow likes his men that way too. I like my wallets like my coffee black. Oh. Got it. Just as that reminds me of the line from Airplane. I like my men like I like my coffee black. Yep.
I like that movie. I was watching it the other day because it said it was PG-13. Or no, PG. It was just PG.
That thing is like freaking R-rated.
I was watching
boobs
it.
Boobs everywhere.
There's boobs running down the aisle. Everybody's freaking out. I'm like, this is PG. It's awesome.
It was back when we didn't have the PC police out everywhere.
It's like, well,
the best days of our lives.
The one guy's having in part 2, he's having a panic attack, and the stewardess just goes down on him. That's PG.
I'm sure that's very helpful. I wouldn't know. Anybody out there have opinions about that? Panic attacks, people going down on you during those panic attacks?
Can't have a panic attack in a relaxed body. 12 days away. Too big for one night.
Snickers.
Snickers are too big for one bite or one night?
One night, that's what it said. Too big for one night. Snickers.
It's like, hey, wrestling fans, we're going to bring a football player in and you can host your show.
Right, and then we're going to give him a thing because he deserves to win so much.
I'm not going to do it.
The Map Crow's like, Jaws was PG. Did Jaws have anything in it that would be construed as sexual?
Violence.
It's not that violent.
And there might have been some sex at the very beginning when they're on the beach and she jumps in naked. Because she gets killed by the shark at the very beginning of the first one.
I couldn't remember if she was naked or not.
Yeah, they were skinny dipping. They were at a party.
It was like, I love Airplane. Matthew says, I wouldn't mind dressing up as a shark and boinking a cucumber. Just as like Spaceballs is PG, but it seems like a PG-13 or rated R movie. It's because you've been brainwashed in this whole PC thing, Joseph. That's why.
That's such a classic, though.
That's back when movies were good, and they weren't like, you can't do that. Oh my gosh, kids might try to emulate that. You can't do that. It's like, Jesus Christ, have you seen the shit these kids watch on YouTube that they can just fake their age and lie about and get into? Yeah, I don't think we need to worry about our movies anymore. Matthew's like, I'm suing WWE because that's my tagline.
Elias Baron Corbin.
Too big for one night.
Andrade.
Too big for just one night is Matthew's tagline. And then he gives people Snickers.
That's what she said.
Larry said, do you guys remember the movie Caveman with Ringo Starr?
I sure do. I love it.
That was a very funny movie.
I love the giant egg that falls in the... What is it? Like a heating crater? Like a... What are those called at Yellowstone? Like a geyser kind of thing. And it cooks it. So they're all just sitting around just eating the egg. It's a huge egg. Like they're all starving. Ooh.
The hot pools or whatever.
Uh-huh.
The shit would burn your fingers off. The sulfur.
Right. They're eating the egg out of it.
And Joseph says, I agree with that, Talitha. Right on. And Matthew says, the Asian stereotypes in 80 movies and the anti-Africans of the 70s. Matthew says, Encino Man with Brendan Fraser and Pauly Shore. Caveman. It was like, yeah, Grandma owns that movie. Jordan hates it. He hates all the classics.
Which one? The dinosaur one?
Caveman.
Caveman. I didn't know Grandma owned them. Or my mom owned them.
Yeah,
Look at
it's
Shayna
all right.
Baszler.
Jordan just doesn't know what's good. He's lucky to have you to enlighten him about his life. She's so weirdly shaped.
She's got a very long torso. Very long.
Like other people we know. It's creepy. And so Matthew's like, who wears slippers? I wear slippers. Right now I'm wearing flip-flops. Because slippers are too warm right now. So I'm wearing flip-flops instead. It was like Pauly Shore. It was like Arsenic and Old Lace. He will not watch it. He's missing out.
It's an oldie. I'm sure I couldn't get my daughter to watch it either. This is the most awkward interview ever.
Because she doesn't talk right. Poor Charlie.
You're nervous, Charlie. That's what she said.
So Charlie has to like cover for her because she doesn't know how to talk. So bad. But he says Charlotte Flair is on X Hamster too. I don't know what that is. I don't want to know what it is.
I think it's a phone commercial.
Maybe. I know they do that phone commercial. But
Cricket.
A couple of them do. Cricket, yeah. Matthew says, in Hawaii, flip-flops are called disable. He meant slippers. Lethal weapon porn. What in the good Lord? Ah, Matthew. He was like, it's so funny. Lethal weapon is good. Matthew,
I like all of them.
Becky is there too. What?
Naxos.
Oh, great. Now he's going to be all weird.
I'll probably jump in here. Oh, what just happened? A ghost?
Oh,
No, it's Becky Lynch!
Becky Lynch!
I thought it might have been a ghost.
She got her with that damn chair!
Payback's a biatch.
She's like, I fucking hate you, bitch. For biting me? How could you?
You remember biting me? Now I gotta beat you with a chair. Why do you have a dude on your chest? That's it? Oh, they can't beat him too bad because they're gonna wrestle later this week
Yeah.
for WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
So they can't have like fresh bruises and stuff. Oh, it's Iron Mike Tyson? It is. It's Mike Tyson's shirt.
Nice.
That's pretty cool, actually.
I like her shirt.
It's going to be a real Beauty versus the Beast at WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm. Literally. Matthew's like, how about Joe Pesci?
Okay.
But you're black. Okay.
Okay.
Matthew's like, Travis, don't move. No technical difficulties tonight.
I won't. If I do, I'll go that way. But I'm not planning on it.
Larry's like, another Lethal Weapon movie is going to be done. Why?
Are they remaking it, or is it just another, like a...
Why do they have to
couple
ruin
old guys?
everything?
Because Glover's kind of an older guy. Unless they're going to replace him with younger guys and have them as, like, the captain. And then
No.
they could start it over.
No. Don't ruin it.
Maybe a couple women.
Stop ruining everything. I hate Hollywood.
They could do women and then have, what's his name, be the captain? Mel Gibson.
I will burn the movie theaters down.
She said it.
Joseph said, remember the Sgt. Pepper movie and Little Shop of Horror with Rick Moranis?
I have seen that one, but I've never seen that.
Sgt. Pepper?
Sgt. Pepper.
I haven't seen Sgt. Pepper either. Have seen Little Shop of Horrors a couple
might have
times.
seen Sgt. Pepper. I would have to know what it is first.
Never wanted to hit a woman more than I did with that woman from Little Shop of Horror with her stupid high-pitched voice.
Rita or whatever her name is.
I'm so sorry. It's probably like mine. Very annoying and high-pitched. Map Crow says, I'm too old for this shit, right? Matthew says, Ronda Rousey and Shayna in a match will be awesome fight. I think that they would actually spar for business and put Tessa to shame.
Yeah, we'll see how that... I mean, if we even get a Ronda Rousey return ever.
Right?
Depends on if she's going to get Prego or not.
I don't know. She's been doing a lot of live videos lately, and it's annoying. Matthew's like, where is Rick? Rick Moranis. So his wife died from cancer when they were just married and had 2 little kids at home. So he actually quit acting to stay home and raise his children. And now he is coming back to acting. We should be seeing him soon in a Honey, I Shrunk the Kids remake boot thing or whatever. Supposedly is the rumors that I've heard.
Honey, I Shrunk the Grandkids.
Or something like that, yeah. Possibly. Just like, no, your voice is fine, Talitha. It's okay if it's not. I know it's annoying. All right. Couple more M&Ms.
And ask a question.
How about a question? All right. WrestleMania trivia. Well, not WrestleMania trivia, but wrestling trivia. It has WrestleMania in the question, that's why. Who won the first Fatal 4-Way Elimination WrestleMania main event at WrestleMania 2000?
I could honestly say I have no idea and I didn't watch it.
I don't know either because I didn't watch it either.
But it's probably one of the big 3. You got Jericho, The Rock, and Stone Cold. So I'll say The Rock.
Matthew is guessing Kurt Angle.
Oh, I forgot about him. And Angle.
Joseph is guessing Triple H. Matt Crow is guessing Stone Cold. Matthew is now guessing Shawn Michaels. Larry is guessing Rock. The answer is Triple H. Good job, Joseph. Triple H is the answer.
Like Allen Iverson? AI was the answer.
Yes. Matthew's like, I had no idea. I'm just guessing 5 people.
Yeah, I figure it had to be one of the big ones.
Is this Black? Alistair Black?
Looks like it. And there's Alistair.
So we have some Alistair Black out here, huh? Ooh. What's he gonna have to say for himself? They're having a match?
It looks like it. We got an Alistair Black match.
Huh. Wonder who he's gonna fight.
Whoever he wrestles is probably going to lose. So.
You think? Why do you think that?
Because he always wins.
Like always, always?
Always, always. He did lose to AJ Styles after a whole bunch of people beat him up for a while.
Matthew's like, what's the difference between Reese's Pieces and... Are you saying peanut butter M&Ms or peanut M&Ms? I don't like peanut butter. Reese's Pieces is basically just peanut butter that's kind of hard with a hard shell around it. Peanut butter M&Ms are M&Ms. Like instead of having a peanut in it, it has peanut butter in the middle. So, If you don't like peanut butter, you won't like them. You have to like peanut butter. They have a very strong peanut butter taste. So I would not recommend them.
Leon Ruff.
So we have another weird jobber.
I think this is just weird and dangerous.
Yeah, if I can think.
Just to have weird, just different people out there, indie guys.
Right. Joseph says, that pay-per-view had the first TLC match ever. The second one was at SummerSlam 2000. Nice.
Here we go.
Larry says, I love peanut butter.
Oh, right? He's already going to sit down.
Peanut butter is delicious. I don't know why people don't like it. I like it on lots of stuff. Bananas, apples. Matthew says, I didn't like Black at first because he sat Indian style in the ring. Then I thought about it. Jake Raven and CM Punk all do the same thing.
Right.
I was like, is Indian style sitting racist? I don't mean to be. No.
They call it cross-legged nowadays, but...
I don't care. I still call it sitting Indian style. I don't care.
She doesn't like to be politically correct.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
1, 2, and 3.
And Black won. No way. That's amazing.
That would have been like 1,000,000 to 1 odds, and Vegas still would have taken it.
That's just ridiculous. Yeah, I never actually get to see his back tattoo, like at a very close, like, proximity.
I'm pretty sure it's Medusa.
Or paused proximity.
I'm pretty sure it's Medusa.
Yeah. Larry's like, no, Matthew. Matthew's like, that was a squash. Joseph said, which brand of peanut butter is better, Jif or Peter Pan?
Probably Peter Pan.
Jif.
Nah.
Oh, yeah. Jif's way better than Peter Pan peanut butter. Larry agrees with me. Larry says Jif also.
And the chunky is better than the smooth.
Choosy moms choose Jif. So...
Well, that's how you know.
The reason why I like Jif peanut butter is because they sweeten it partly with molasses. So it just has a different flavor to it. It's so good. The macro is saying Peter Pan, but Skippy is the best. See, everybody has their flavors.
Yeah, Skippy. It's in a freaking song.
Right?
Or smoother than a fresh jar of Skippy.
Blech. Matthew says, are they sanitizing the ring after each match and that's why we aren't getting any?
Who knows what they're doing?
They're just spraying it down with spray sanitizer. Okay, everybody get out. Let it dry. Larry's like, that's all I buy is Jif, right? Matthew says, I used peanut butter for extracurricular activities.
Because it's your dog.
Right?
Because it's your dog, so it's not cheating.
It's not cheating if it's your dog. And Joseph says, I agree with you, Travis. Crunchy is better. I do like crunchy peanut butter, depending. I like creamy, too, though. I kind of like both. I just like peanut butter. All right. Wrestling trivia. Ready? Who ended Stone Cold Steve Austin's first WWE Championship reign? Matthew's guessing Y2J. The map crow is guessing The Rock. Larry says he doesn't remember.
I know who it wasn't.
Joseph is guessing Mr. McMahon.
Yeah, I don't know who it would be. That's a good one. That's an actually really good guess. But did Vince ever win the title? I guess he did once.
Supposedly he did, according to what we've heard in the chat before. The answer actually is Kane. Kane is the one who ended Stone Cold Steve Austin's first WWE Championship reign. Dun dun dun. Kane. Rah.
My favorite football show was The Program, and his name was Joe Kane, and his they were doing a Heisman thing for him, and it was Kane is able.
That's funny. They did that. That's funny. Matthew's like, I hated my stepbrother, so I stuck my yeehaw in the jar. LOL. Shh. Don't tell nobody.
Ew.
So
it's like American
he
Pie.
was like eating your dick peanut butter. Your dick butter. That's disgusting. Justice said, first blood match at King of the Ring 1998.
Huh. All right.
Matthew says, damn, Kane in his prime was a hellbringer. The man could fly.
Yeah, very athletic, and he was big and strong.
One of those that you don't see very often anymore.
There's Kevin Owens in the ring.
Hey, it's little Kevin Owens in the ring yakking away for us. He's got to make fun of Seth Rollins. Old skunk boy.
Not a skunk anymore.
I know, but I'll always think of him as the skunk boy. Just like, and then Stone Cold won the title back the next night on Raw. That's usually how it goes. What's he saying?
He said, I know you're here tonight. You got something to say? Well, I'm all ears.
These other
The AOP's injured.
Oh, they are? What happened to
One of
him?
them hurt his shoulder. That match when they were flying out of the ring.
Ooh, ouch.
One of them hurt their shoulder.
Oops.
I don't know how bad it is.
Well, he's coming out by himself, so we don't have Buddy Murphy or the other two. So... Oh, Kevin. Blah, 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 blah. Joseph's like, more trivia, Talitha, please.
Yeah. You gotta
Matthew's
listen
like,
into...
I didn't boink the jar. I just made him ingest the synchronous form of your number one. Ew. Yeah, still. Did he know? Or did you wait until after? Or have you never said that to anybody until now? Has it been a secret this whole time? And that's talking about peanut butter brought it out. No wonder you hate peanut butter. I hate peanut butter too.
Right. Phobia. It's my favorite kind of peanut butter is phobia.
Matthew's like, what's the deal with Taker? Is he bringing up a new gimmick?
Yeah, it kind of looks like it because he's not coming. He doesn't have his hat on when he comes down to the ring. He's not doing his normal stuff.
Oh. So he's like, I'm done with this.
I have an idea. Let's bring Seth out. That'll take us that last hour if we get him to talk.
Oh, God. Okay. I don't want to listen to him talk.
Well, we have to figure out what he's saying.
I don't want to hear it.
It's part of the show.
His voice. Blah.
His sacrifice on his success.
Yeah, it's like, my favorite peanut butter is in chocolate cups.
Is that Reese's peanut butter cup?
Yes. Or eggs. Or Christmas trees. Or
Everything Seth did before he got to WWE didn't matter. That's what he was told when he first got there.
Oh, I don't feel bad for you all. Matthew says, no, I discuss my peanut butter experiences, but don't get into the psychology behind it. This is between the ropes. LOL.
Right?
Matthew says, Ayla, are Reese's peanut butter eggs better than cups?
Yes.
I'd have to say yeah, because there's more peanut butter. And the chocolate is a little bit different. but that's just me and Travis. I'm not sure if it really makes that big of a difference. But I like to eat the chocolate off the peanut butter first. And it's easier to eat the chocolate off the eggs, the Reese's eggs.
Right. I always eat the outside, that swivelly part around the cup. And then I just eat the whole thing.
Yeah.
But I have to get that thick chocolate off first.
I eat all the thick chocolate off, and then I will peel off the top and bottom if it's fresh enough that you can. Mm-hmm. And then I'll eat the peanut butter.
Speaking of, I'm supposed to get my mom a chocolate bunny.
We have to get her a chocolate bunny?
Yeah, that's what she said.
What?
I talked to her today.
Why does she want a chocolate bunny?
I told her that we'd get her some groceries, and then she brought that up. She just wanted little things like a few bananas and some oranges. But I told her she can't leave her house.
Oh.
Because it's getting pretty bad here in town.
So you're saying that she can't go to the store?
Right.
So she came here?
No, she hasn't been out of her house.
Oh. Matthew said, that's what I hear. Thanks for enforcing the vote. And he said, view. He's like, but vote actually kind of worked. Right? It was like, so Oz is eating an apple, and I swear it smells like pumpkin, but Jordan says it smells like apple. Pregnant. Who knows, girl?
It's a pumpkin apple.
You're like, it's goddamn pumpkin apple, bitches. I swear to God, goddamn, it's a goddamn pumpkin. It was like, depends on my mood, but I eat them the same as Travis does. I eat them the same way. I take all the chocolate off and then I eat them. Matthew's like, when an A-Dipple isn't in here, I am the troll.
Nah.
I don't think so. And Aaron really isn't a troll. He's just very hyper.
He gets excited.
And Joseph says, with Rick Moranis' return to acting, will we see Spaceballs 2?
Right? Ghostbusters 3.
Right? Matthew's like, I hope you're right.
But without Egon, how can they do a Ghostbusters 3?
It's going to be hard if they even try. Matthew says, Ayla, one of my favorite snacks as a kid and present day is cinnamon sugar apples. Okay. Larry says, yes, my Easter plans are canceled. Are you excited about that, Larry, or not excited about that?
That's coming up, what, the 12th?
Yes. 11th or 12th or something of April. Well, we got to hear him babble on about nothing about his...
He basically told Kevin Owens that he's nothing, and if it wasn't for him wrestling Seth, he wouldn't have a WrestleMania moment.
Oh.
Because Seth is the roster. He is the best.
Oh, yeah. No,
and he was being
not.
pushed that way last year.
You're a liar and a loser, Seth Rollins. Liar, loser, liar, loser, liar, loser. It was like, it's freaking me out. It smells like a dang pumpkin. Don't freak out. It's just probably your pregnancy hormones. Ayla's like, I'm not a fan of cinnamon apples.
Oh, God, is this happening?
So you don't like apple pie? Is that what you're saying, Ayla? The Map Crow says, Americans eat more than 1 billion pounds of this every year. However, the average European still eats less than 1 tablespoon in an entire year of this. What is it?
Sugar.
Sugar? I highly doubt that. The average European still eats less than 1 tablespoon in an entire year.
I'm still going with that. I don't know what else.
No way it's sugar.
Okay, what is it?
They put fucking sugar in everything too. High fructose corn syrup. Just kidding, I don't know. Larry's like, no, I was looking forward to seeing my cousins. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Oh.
All those trips and everything else getting canceled. And I mean, you can still fly places if you want. The airlines are still open.
Yeah.
There was
They haven't put travel restrictions within the United States.
I mean, I don't know if you can fly to California or New York or would want to.
I don't think I'd want to. And in all reality, he has his mom living with him, so he kind of wouldn't want it.
Just stay
As
safe.
older people, no.
This was the big long ramp.
It was like, I never celebrated Easter. George wants Oz to, but every event in town is canceled, so we bought eggs in a basket so we can find them around the house. You can also maybe even hide them outside. I mean,
Yeah, it'll be warm.
in the front yard or the backyard.
Although
a little
it has
bit.
snowed on Easter many a time in my life.
Yeah, but I mean, you can do it. It's not like you can't hide them outside too. I don't have a guess. The map crow. You'll just have to. You'll have to tell us.
So
Travis
we're gonna watch
is guessing sugar.
We're gonna watch an old Charlotte Flair match,
Right.
WrestleMania.
Joseph says, you could say the same for Spaceballs without John Candy. How can they make a new movie, right? Matthew's like, telling Ayla, you're pregnant and you're not a fan of cinnamon apples. How does an English muffin with Italian dressing, cheese, pickles, lemon pepper seasoning, and whatever else is on my fridge door?
Yummy.
It was like, none of that is in my fridge, Matthew.
Aw,
It was
Scott.
like, I actually don't like apple pie. I'll eat the crust and I leave the apples. Well, that's what I was saying. If you don't like cinnamon apples, you wouldn't like apple pie, because apple pie basically is cinnamon.
Literally my favorite.
It's like, cinnamon is the answer to the question.
Cinnamon.
The map crow says peanut butter. He says it's very hard to find overseas. Yeah, they have like weird crap like in Australia called Vegemite or whatever the hell that crap is. The hell is that shit anyways? All you Australian people out there, not that you're Australian, but like you're big fans of Australia and know stuff about it. What is it? Vegemite, or whatever it is. They're making fun of Tom Hanks for putting so much on his toast, saying he was doing it wrong. Peanut butter.
All right, well, we got Asuka
Vegemite.
Charlotte Flair from WrestleMania back in 2018.
Larry says it's Vegemite. Matthew says, I don't believe in lying to kids about Santa. There is the idea of Santa, just like the idea of religions, not to piss people off. I don't remember believing in Santa.
Everybody has their own
Me.
ways of looking at stuff. It is magical thinking, but some people believe in ghosts.
Joseph says, it's tar in a can. And Ayla's like, it's at Fred Meyer's. They have Vegemite at Fred Meyer's. What the hell is it? Like, I mean, seriously, like, what is it made out of? What's Vegemite made out of? Somebody tell me, because I don't want to look it up.
So this is when we thought that Asuka was going to win, because she was still undefeated.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Charlotte had her makeup did.
She was like, look at me.
This is before her second boob job.
That she made them, like, too big now. Look at them. They look nice there. Now they're just, like, weird because they're so big and her body's shaped funny.
They're very well pronounced now.
Mm-hmm. It was like, yeah, I was going to buy some, but honestly, I didn't want to spend $18 on an ounce of jelly. Is that what it is jelly? The map crow says Vegemite is a thick, dark brown Australian food spread made from leftover brewer's yeast extract with various vegetable and spice additives.
Yummy.
Ew, gross.
Nothing like eating schmegma.
Oh my. Bleh. You're so nasty. You're grody.
It's yeast.
That's disgusting. Oh my god. Oh. That's disgusting. Oh my god. Leftover brewer's yeast? Oh my god. And he's eating on bread. Like, okay, let's have some yeast with our yeast.
It's amazing how much Asuka's aged too. Like, her body's way different.
Yeah.
This is 2 years ago.
Whoops. She fell down.
She was tricked. It's a drop toe hold is what that's called.
She fell down.
Oh, roll her up!
It was like, basically, I've never tried it, but I hear it's gross. So you didn't want to spend $18 to see how gross it was? Just was like, sorry, Matthew, I bet a jar, not a can. And Ayla's like, you said can. You can't take it back.
I wonder if you can't just get it at a restaurant somewhere.
I don't think you can. I'm pretty sure probably in Australia it's everywhere. But here it's like, I mean, I've heard of it. Don't get me wrong. Like, I've heard of it. Vegemite. I've heard of it.
You put it on your kangaroo burger? Or your koala patty?
I don't know what they put it on. Like, Tom Hanks, they had a picture of him putting it on his toast, and people were, like, freaking out about it because they were like, you're doing it. Like, you don't use that much or something.
Maybe it was so thick because he can afford it if it's that expensive. Like, that he's just rich and he doesn't care.
Maybe. He probably doesn't care. He is Tom Hanks after all, and he's become a weirdo. He used to be cool, and now he's just weird. Joseph's like, Ayla, I can take it back. And Ayla's like, nope, and it's Ayla. Larry's like, Asuka does YouTube videos. Yes, she does, on Kana-chan TV.
There it is, right?
Kana-chan TV.
Kana-chan.
Kana-chan.
I see it all the time. I've never watched one of them, but for some reason it's
some of them are cute. Matthew's like, Joe, you're fine. I only see it at certain places. I don't eat it, but I bet one could brew alcohol from Vegemite. Oh, gosh. It just sounds disgusting.
Why not? Let's try it. Let's brew it. I want a brewery.
You wouldn't even drink it.
It's fine. You can still brew stuff. Some brouhaha.
You couldn't even taste it to see if it tasted good. I'm sure I'm not going to taste it.
Okay, first of all, when you drink beer, it doesn't taste good. So if it tasted good, you wouldn't want to sell it. Mm-hmm. It has to have that, like, ew. And you're like, oh, there it is. That's good.
Right.
Did she say she's going to pour till she stops vaping?
Ready to ditch vape.
I just don't get the commercial. It must say something.
Well, she puts her little vapor in the glass and then she pours the orange juice over it.
That's pretty funny.
Joseph's like, all right, Ayla. One versus one me in an intergender match. You probably can't fight her. She's pregnant. She just wins automatically.
By forfeit.
Because she's busy all day making baby parts.
She makes all sorts of things like hair and
teeth
and
brains.
Actually, I don't know if there's
fingers
teeth in there, but yeah, brains. Brains got to take over.
Teeth?
They're not born with them.
Yes, they are. They're all up in there. They have teeth. They're there.
I think they're formed later.
No.
I'd have to Google that.
Okay. Ayla's like, I don't know what that means, but challenge accepted. Matthew's like, Larry, have you watched them? She has quite the personality. Just like, all right, after you have the baby. Do we want to do more trivia?
Yeah, right now.
Or do you want to hear about
Read it.
The thing?
Just do something.
You do something.
Just keep up with it.
You keep up with it. And he's like, hey, Ayla, I'll be at ringside. All right, so while I was on the internet today for like one of my breaks, I was like, oh, I'm going to look on the internet. And they had a story about David Arquette. And I was like, oh, yeah, I was like, he did all that wrestling stuff. Well, it was called David Arquette is Still Fighting, is what it says. So the first stuff in it was why I wanted to see what it was about. The first line says, why is the actor wrestling and nearly dying in the ring at the age of 48? For pride, acceptance, and to undo the mistakes of his past. So I guess just some of it, like on November 16, 2018, the day that he almost died in the wrestling ring, I guess he showed up for work in a Bruiser Brody t-shirt. The fourth generation actor turned pro wrestler was tempting fate in a way. Brody, a former sports writer born Frank Goodish, was the most feared brawler in the 1980s and a pioneer in the violent world of hardcore wrestling. He was also killed backstage at a show.
He was. In like Puerto Rico, I think.
Right? Arquette had been lined up to wrestle in his first death match. Having accepted the booking 2 days earlier, Arquette had little time to prepare for it. Not that it mattered anyway. Wrestlers can't train for death matches, the most insane and bloody match in wrestling. Still, he watched a documentary on deathmatch specialist Sick Mondo and surf the YouTube clips of his opponent, Nick Gage. And he says, I had a worried feeling, says Arquette's wife, Christina McClarty Arquette. I could tell David was really nervous when he left the house, and yet he arrived at the Hi-Hat, a venue in the Highland Park neighborhood of Los Angeles, projecting confidence with Brody's wild-eyed mug on his shirt as an avatar of sorts. Okay, so then he kind of goes on to talk about his stuff and everything. Why is Robert Arquette a millionaire actor, husband, father to 3 children, wrestling at the age of 48? Basically, it's the focus of the new documentary, You Cannot Kill David Arquette, and a question that Arquette still struggles to answer. I don't know, he tells me, removing his clear Dita frames. I don't know why I did it. I just felt a drive to do it. I knew I had to lose weight and was going on a weight loss journey, so why not tie it in? I knew I was getting too old to do it again. But a middle-aged actor doesn't go full Randy the Ram just to get skinny. For the record, Arquette lost 50 pounds. Wow. More pointedly, Arquette's return to the ring in the documentary about it feels like the actor coming to grips with himself. With his rise and fall as an actor, the feelings of unbelonging that he's carried with him his whole life, with the substance misuse issues that plagued him, David Arquette wants to make a comeback, but mostly he just wants some sort of acceptance. He says, I'm not a punk. I'm not scared of any of these people. That's the main thing. I'm not scared of any of those guys. So he went on to do his wrestling stuff, and it just kind of talked about his life and what he's been doing and stuff like that. But what I thought was probably the most interesting part was what Aaron actually mentioned it earlier when we talked about David Arquette winning the WCW title and all that stuff. So this is kind of where this happened. So it was like saying that acting is a fickle business, even for Arquette, and tougher more so when one suffers from depression, anxiety, and addiction issues, which makes standard parts of the job like auditioning unbearable. He says, I get so nervous it's like, ugh, people are judging me. He says, squirming so much at the thought that he instinctively curls up on his couch. Everything in me then says, you know what? I don't really want this as much. So this is where it kind of starts more of the wrestling information. Diamond Dallas Page will never forget the moment David Arquette learned he was about to win the WCW title. Me and David were walking somewhere, and I go, okay, tonight you're going over. You're going to be the champ. He started laughing. I'm like, no, dude, I'm serious. He's like, yeah, right. I stopped, looked him right in the face, and said, I'm serious. He's like, no, they can't do that. He didn't want to do it. He knew. DDP pauses. He knew nothing good would come out of it. So Arquette's first sojourn into the world of professional wrestling began in the fall of 1999 on the set of the film Ready to Rumble. Arquette deemed the wrestling comedy a no-brainer. It was filled with slapstick humor, his favorite. He was a big fan of Oliver Platt, had known Scott Caan since he was a teenager, loved working for Warner Brothers, loved the script. Within the first 10 pages, Macho Man Randy Savage was in it. He says with awe, I was like, are you kidding me? That alone would be such a dream to meet the guy. David Arquette is a good human being who loved our shit. He didn't ask to be a world champion. He never would. Diamond Dallas Page, professional wrestler. He met Macho Man and then DDP, Chris Kanyon, Shane Helms, and Goldberg, WCW wrestlers who all took on roles as actors, consultants, and stuntmen in the film. During downtime, Arquette would share stories about his fandom, like when he saw Hulk Hogan fight Andre the Giant at the LA Sports Arena, or how his dad voiced Jimmy Superfly Snuka in the mid-'80s cartoon Hulk Hogan's Rock and Wrestling. Bonds were forged. Arquette put wrestlers on his Christmas card list. When it came time to promote the film, which needless to say bombed in the box office, grossing $12 million worldwide, Arquette sometimes wore a replica wrestling belt. WCW booker Vince Russo noticed and sent Arquette an invitation. We'll have you jump in and do something, and how it was put to him. A mere few weeks later, Arquette was the reluctant champ. He tried to make the best of it. Afterward, on the advice of Ric Flair, he bought drinks for the boys, running up a $3,000 bar tab, but no amount of drinks could square the mixed feelings that came with winning. Raising the strap was a dream come true. As a kid, I remember wanting to do that, Arquette says. I thought it was going to be fun, and yet he knew it was a terrible idea. That locker room stalwarts like Booker T were more deserving, that he had no training, that the reason he was champion was to bring WCW mainstream attention. Arquette's win made the front page of USA Today. He hauled the belt, the famous 10 pounds of gold, to the Vancouver set of 3,000 Miles to Graceland to film a promo with Courtney Cox and their co-star Kurt Russell. By then, it had already become a burden. Through it all, he was a professional in the ring. He did exactly what a Hollywood actor is supposed to do, says Jeff Jarrett, who knows a thing or two about actors crossing into wrestling. His father, Jerry Jarrett, booked Andy Kaufman's feud with Jerry the King Lawler. David was a little timid, a little apprehensive, but never missed a cue. But Arquette didn't look like a champion, act like a champion, wrestle like a champion. A champion wasn't some scared Hollywood punk, and the fans rebelled. Before an event, Arquette was posing for pictures when he was hit in the face with a glob of dirt. He looked up and saw a 10-year-old kid giving him the finger. He was so mad at me, Arquette remembers. I don't think people calculated how upset people would get and how much of a disgrace it was to the belt. But Arquette was a fan, and what wrestling fan would turn that down? And it's not like he exploited it. He donated his WCW salary to the then recently paralyzed Darren Drozdow's and to the families of the late Owen Hart and Brian Pillman. And here he was blamed for killing WCW, which went under 10 months after Arquette dropped the title to Jeff Jarrett.
That was a really dark time.
Right?
It's because of Vince Russo.
Right.
Like, it wasn't his fault, obviously.
Right. So he's trained and maintained a disciplined diet. Peter Avalon, now known as the librarian in All Elite Wrestling, gave him the proper wrestling training he always wanted. He did jiu-jitsu with Regan Machado. Ricky Quiles gave him boxing. He downloaded the DDP yoga app. He ate egg whites at multiple meals, no snacks, no carbs afternoon. He no cheating. He went to bed hungry, shed weight, and bought professional gear to flaunt his new buff physique. So it's kind of funny. So basically, the article's just saying David Arquette has been a wrestling fan his whole entire life. He didn't want that belt. He knew it would turn out awful. He voiced that to somebody who everybody should know who that is, Diamond Dallas Page, that he was just like, oh my gosh, ridiculous. Like, just ridiculous. Like, this is the dumbest idea possible. Even though they thought it was a good idea, it really turned out to be a bad idea. And it's funny that he knew. He just knew it was going to be a bad idea. And for somebody like David Arquette to say, hey, I want it, yay, woo, you know, that's great and all, I don't want this. Even though what you hear from his childhood, from any of your childhoods, you know, like, oh my God, that would be so awesome to be that person in the ring, to lift up that belt and be that champion. But when you want it with hard work and, you know, and dedication. So I think that's why he's going back and trying it all over again at 48 years old. He's having his midlife crisis in a way, but at the same time, is it really a midlife crisis, or is it a way to help himself get healthy, find his path, not just in the sense of this, but in his mental path and stuff like that?
Watch this move.
Is this a good move? Do you know what happens? That looks terrible. It didn't look good at all on our rerun that's happening.
Not to fall.
So it's funny how Arquette compares pro wrestling to choreographed MMA, with the residual effect of each match resembling a car crash, no matter how safe his opponent works. A pair of busted ribs wasn't the only injury Arquette sustained upon his return. He then had elbow surgery on an infected bursa and what he calls a reoccurring whiplash condition with his neck. It's also fair to wonder about Arquette's brain. In the documentary, cameras are present when he receives a nebulous diagnosis from a neurologist. Frankly, his results are very complex, the doctor says. His brain isn't connected in a typical way. So, interesting. But I don't know. I just thought it was kind of interesting and cool that they had a whole article about David Arquette going back into wrestling from being this actor and all this other stuff. And I hear you guys talk about it and everything like that. So it's just kind of interesting to me, I suppose. I don't know. I just thought it was kind of fun to share some of what he had said about winning the belt, how he really didn't feel like he was worth it to win it and stuff like that. But, you know, changing himself to be somebody who could have possibly become that person to, you know,
right,
be worth it to win it. So, I don't know. But I guess Goldberg gave him a WCW World Heavyweight Championship belt and everything. And he's like, it's weird. You get at a certain point in your life where it becomes clear what you love about life, what you really enjoy about life, and what you don't. The older you get, the less time you have for the things you don't. I do love wrestling. I love being a fan of wrestling rather than being a participant. I love watching it. I love circus. I love art and I love clowns. I love movies and music. So you just you lean into stuff like that you like. It's about finding joy in life. So it's cool that he, even after all of his downfalls of everything that he's done and stuff, it's pretty cool that he's still a huge wrestling fan. And even though everybody thought it was horrible that he was like the most horrible thing they had done to wrestling by giving him the title.
Vince Russo ran that company right into the ground.
Right? The funny thing of it is he really didn't even want it. That's so funny.
Vince basically lied to him. And then gave him the belt.
All right. So the map crew's like, Mr. Courtney Cox,
tap?
right?
Is this where she taps? There it is.
Oh, she tapped. No, bummer. Loss. Matthew says, hello, Duluth. You just reminded me of Top Gear and Jeremy Clemson saying, I was in the internet and found this. The map crow says, formerly Mr. Courtney Cox is a total mark. Joseph said, Carlos Colon knew what happened and who did the murder backstage at the Puerto Rico show, and he is in the WWE Hall of Fame.
That's fact.
Yep.
He was there.
Matthew said, hashtag bonesaw. Larry says, are you talking about Abdullah the Butcher, Joseph? And Joseph said, no, Larry. Matthew said, back in the day, wrestling was its own nation. Matthew said, the finger poke of doom killed WCW. David winning the belt put the nail in the coffin. WCW buried the business worse than Vince. The click was a work.
Yeah, that whole thing just, it turned into a nightmare once Bischoff left. It was straight to hell. Mm-hmm. Vince Russo, I swear to God, was hired by Vince McMahon to go work there.
Probably. Matthew says, thanks for reading. Vladimir said, I think at WrestleMania 36, CM Punk and Alberto Del Rio return. Maybe. I don't think so, but we'll see. Matthew says, David is suffering a crisis. DDP didn't have that kind of pull. Even at the end, he did have pull, but the executives were spending more money than they were making. Mm-hmm. Matthew said, David needs to understand that even though wrestling is a work, it's athletic. Like I said, I saw David in a hair versus hair match against a guy named Josephus. David won the match. Joseph said, Vince Russo winning the WCW title was way worse than David Arquette winning the WCW title.
Both of those were just, yeah, I get it.
Right? Matthew said, as an infantryman, we're trained like we fought. Career-ending injuries happen during training. That is life as an athlete. The Map Pro says, I would say his career is dead, but he never had a career, Mr. Courtney Cox.
Right.
Right? Matthew said, WCW and WWE were a domestic abuse relationship. And the Map Pro says, Time Warner and AO Hell destroyed WCW.
Yeah. It's when, what's his name, sold the company.
Yeah.
To Turner sold, and they just didn't want it anymore.
Oh, bummer.
They didn't have a real owner. It was a corporation. And it was all about bottom line. Vince bought the company for like $4 million.
Right. Huh. That's sad.
Anybody could have bought it if they had got it for $4 million.
But would they have done anything with it?
It was in debt like $250 million, and they just wrote it. Time Warner wrote it off and then sold it for $4 million.
Just to get it out of their
almost
books.
Anybody could have bought it.
They're like, and we're done with this crap.
But most people thought it was going to be a $100 million purchase, so nobody went for it. So somebody could have bought it and possibly saved it if they had capital.
Right. So did Charlotte Flair, her outfit, did they show her up like away and then come close to her? Or did they just show him
It was like we show. It was you could see her boobs.
I don't care about her boobs. I was just wondering if she was wearing a dress or if she was wearing like a shirt and pants. Because she's been on this kick of wearing like the shortest skirts she possibly can find.
Right.
And I find it quite disgusting.
Ew.
It's like, girl, they need to be at least a few inches longer. I mean, that's okay if they are. I'd rather see them longer. It's like, please stop trying to show your hoo-ha to everybody. Joseph's like, don't forget Vince Russo went on to write for TNA. And ruined that, too.
I didn't know he did that. I don't know why on earth Jeff Jarrett would hire him.
Like, we
Jeff
don't know,
Jarrett's
but it
dad
was
was
fun.
one of the greatest promoters ever. So, I don't get it.
I don't either.
No getting it.
I know nothing.
Get in where you fit in, fool.
Yeah, all that fun
You was
stuff.
a markup at the high school.
All right. So, trivia question, wrestling trivia question. All right, here you go, guys. Who was the first WWE superstar to win Money in the Bank and not become champion?
I think I know this one.
I think I know, but I'm not sure I know, but I think I do.
Oh, it's either the really, really famous or... something like that.
Mm-mm.
So then it's this guy.
I can't see. No. Joseph guessed Damian Sandow. Matthew's guessing Y2J. Larry says, well, I have to take some trash to the street and fix me a snack. So I will catch you guys on Wednesday.
All right, we'll see you on Wednesday.
Bye, Larry. Matthew says, Jericho invented Money in the Bank, but never won it. Anybody else want to take a guess real quick?
What the hell is that? I remember it was a joke. It's not Damian Sandow. It's Adam Rose. Somebody like that.
Who was the first WWE superstar to win Money in the Bank and not become champion?
Yeah,
Who was the first?
He lost it. I remember the match. I remember his cash in. Huh.
Larry is guessing Cena. Mapcrow is guessing Virgil. And the answer is Mr. Kennedy.
Yeah. I know who that is, but...
That's why I kept emphasizing first. Because I'm pretty sure it's happened over time. But who was the first?
Kennedy!
Mr. Kennedy.
He was an announcer guy. Kennedy!
That's funny.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I wonder how they're going to end this. Are they going to end it with a match? There's only 10 minutes left.
No, they're not.
A little drama, maybe?
You're going to talk and be like, blah, ba, doo, ba,
Well,
da,
we're
ba,
still
da.
supposed to see people, right? We haven't saw everybody that they named. Aren't we supposed to get Drew McIntyre?
I don't remember him being on the list.
Is that happening this Wednesday?
Has gone too far. They hate each other so much.
That just looked like I heard. Live this Wednesday.
Ooh, they're going to do a live NXT this Wednesday.
We'll see if there's a match.
Ooh.
Here comes the rattlesnake. No, what's his name?
Randy
The
Orton.
Viper.
The Viper.
That's what it is.
Randy
The
Orton.
Viper.
Matthew said, no, usually Money in the Bank is a title shift. Larry said, yes, Kennedy is in the new NWA now. Oh. Joseph said, of course, because he lost the Money in the Bank briefcase to Edge. Matthew said, Paige is being ignored in Skype, LOL. Larry is like, good night, everyone. Good night, Larry.
Bye, Larry.
Matthew said, Mr. Kennedy tested hot and lost his push. Joseph said, Edge went on to cash it in on The Undertaker. Matthew's like, King Corbin.
Yeah.
I don't even know who Mr. Kennedy is.
He was around a while back. He has a really good voice for announcing. He's a wrestler. He's a big dude.
Oh.
Now it's Anderson, I think. Mr. Anderson! Because he can't use Kennedy because it's WWE's. But
Oh.
Edge, I'm talking to you.
Oh, Randy's all talking to Edge. Blah, blah, blah.
Oh. He's going to respond to his challenge from last week.
I need to apologize. You see, 3 weeks ago, I lied to your wife. I lied to Beth right in that ring.
Ooh, he's a liar.
You're a junkie for the roar of the crowd.
A junkie for the roar of the crowd. You're a junkie for the roar of the crowd.
You're a junkie for your own ego.
Is a junkie for Edge. Now, last week there was
He's a junkie for himself. That's probably a pretty good thing.
What a selfish little bastard.
an opportunity. I was handed an opportunity. I'll be the first one to admit it. I was handed an opportunity because of who I was. I was handed an opportunity.
Of course you're handing opportunity. You're fucking like 6'5", 270 pounds of muscle, and your dad's a Hall of Famer, and your grandpa's a Hall of Famer.
I was going to say, and your daddy. Your daddy was, famous.
See, that's what he looked like when he was like 19. Of course he was handed opportunities. Vince would give anybody an opportunity to look like that.
Like, oh, you look good. I'll give you something. It was like, did I miss anything good?
Yeah,
No.
lots of wrestling. You miss Asuka losing
Oh, that was
from
old.
2 years ago.
You missed that.
And then there was a story. Deleted read us a story.
I did. I read a story. I'm a loser.
Look at that. He got
Reading
thrown-
dumbass stories.
He got thrown onto freaking thumbtacks. Ouch.
Matthew is like, if SmackDown is like this, y'all should have a match to watch, like some of the trivia question type of matches. Travis, pick your best match for Friday.
Oh my gosh. It's all going to be pre-recorded, so I'm hoping and I'm thinking that they're actually going to fill it with matches.
So, yeah.
Because it's going to be pre-recorded. But I guess they could just do a couple matches and fill time like they have been. They better not do that with WrestleMania.
It was like, I heard the story. You should read a Stephen King book or The Hobbit.
I don't know if you can do that or if it's a copyright thing. If we
don't
can read other people's stuff on the internet. I don't know if that's legal.
I
Be
have
like
no
an
idea.
audiobook.
Right? Would it be, though? I mean,
I don't know the rules.
I have no idea.
You'd have to change names or something.
Change
The
names.
little fluffy bunny stabbed him over, over, over.
Right?
And the raccoon cried.
Big droplets of tears.
And the bunny flew away on the ostrich. That means he drove his Corvette.
As the koala just sat in the tree, staring at him. Like, I saw the whole thing.
And then King Julian.
I'm going to go tell the hordes of crows.
The murder of crows. That there was a murder.
Matthew's like, hey, Ayla, no one missed you. Lots of love. And Ayla's like, I didn't ask if you missed me. I think you can. I listen to books on here all the time by random people.
Yeah, I'd have to start kind of Googling it a little bit. Last thing I need is another copyright thing.
Right? Don't want that.
All the people that followed us over to Twitch are gone now. Thor's barely ever around.
Oh.
Luke's barely around. The Fiend is barely around. Those guys were over there with us that whole time.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't expect people to stay with you for 6, 7, 8 months.
Yeah.
Those guys did. They stayed with us for like 7 months.
Right?
Even Aaron's getting sick of us.
Right? He's like, ugh, you guys are lame. It was like, we can have story time Tuesday.
Oh, we don't want to do a show on Tuesday.
No.
But yeah,
Right?
it would have to just be earlier or later on Wednesday and Friday.
Right.
He accepts. We've got another WrestleMania match. Edge versus Randy Orton.
That's gonna happen.
Like we didn't already know.
Ooh, right. That was not anything like, oh, is that happening? Oh, no, really?
Was that the whole thing?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, wow.
He
We're at
talked
the
that
end.
whole time. Matthew's like, why did they leave? What happened on Twitch? Nothing.
No, we got sent over to Twitch. They stayed with us the whole time we were there, and then when we came back to YouTube, which was the late January, they just slowly started trickling away. Nothing happened on Twitch. Except for we were just there for 3 months.
Right?
That was a hard
like,
3 months because you can't just get people on Twitch. It's not like YouTube.
True.
So I had to do like a YouTube video first to send people over to Twitch, and I think we even stopped doing that.
Yeah, after a while, because it really wasn't working. Matthew said, I've been with you as long as I've been in Albuquerque. That'd be over a year. I had an absence.
Yeah, you weren't here when we went over to Twitch. You didn't follow us to Twitch.
Yeah.
You were here when we were here on. Basically, you've been on with YouTube.
Yeah.
But when we went over on the actual
Twitch, we had like 4 or 5 people.
Yeah, and we
us.
just hung out like every night for 90 days.
And then some other people we gathered, actually, new people. We had a couple new people from Twitch.
Yeah. We just kind of left Twitch, so I don't know if they ever followed us, but like they're like, why'd they stop?
Right.
We just went back to YouTube, people.
Matthew's like, Ayla, check out Journey of Souls. And Ayla's like, no. And no. The answer is no. Not happening.
No soup for you.
No soup for you. 1 year. What? We need no soup for me 1 year.
All right, well, we're going to call it a night. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out with us. It's Monday, so we all got to get to bed. It's all late. It's late everywhere in the world.
Right. Ayla's like, I just popped in and out for a while, but not long. I see y'all in person, so.
Right?
Right? You're like, blech.
But now everybody's got unicorn fever.
Everybody's got the unicorn sprinkles. Blech.
What does Trump call it? The Chinese cold or the Chinese virus?
The Chinese virus.
The Chinese virus is out there. But anyways, we better.
I stay on YouTube, but things get a bit crazy in my end. Jambalaya.
Right.
All right. Well, we'll say goodnight to everybody. Good night, Map Crow, Matthew, Ayla, Larry, all the other people.
Everybody.
Have a great night.
And we will see you on Wednesday for Dynamite and some NXT. It looks like there might be a little NXT. They are pre-recording it, so.
No, NXT was live.
Well, they're gonna call it live still.
Oh.
But the matches are gonna be pre-recorded.
Oh, okay. Sweet.
Anyways, so
hopefully no leaks happen.
We will see you on Wednesday. I'm sure they will. All right. Good night.
All right,
Thank
good
you
night,
for
everybody.
watching Wrestling Gab.
Take
Bye-bye.
care.